Well, good evening and welcome to John McConnell Stadium in Conway, Arkansas, as the Bentonville Tigers get set to take on the Conway Wampus Cats. Hello, everyone. I'm John McElroy, and I am joined tonight by Coach Ray Mayer, and we are in the booth here on the visiting sidelines getting ready to bring you tonight's exciting action in a 7A Central, 7A West non-conference showdown. Well, it is senior night here in Conway. The seniors were just recognized here just a few minutes ago in a ceremony prior here to the game, and we are just moments away from kickoff of tonight's football game. This is going to be the seasoning opening game for the Bentonville Tigers. Of course, Conway comes into tonight's game 1-0. They had a big win last week, 38-21 over the Fayetteville Bulldogs, a game that Fayetteville got out to a 14-0 lead, and then Conway roared back with 38 unanswered points en route to a 38-21 victory. And so Bentonville in its first game, Conway second game of the season, but nonetheless, it is good to see these guys out here and getting to the opportunity to play some football. So I want to bring in my friend, my colleague, Coach Ray Mayer. Coach, how are we doing this evening?
Man, we're doing great. I like you said, John, it couldn't be more better than watching some football for high school kids. These kids, just like all the other kids, they work all their high school, all their junior high, to do things like this. And I'm not talking about just football players, but the cheerleaders. Of course, our cheerleaders, because of distancing and things like that, aren't getting to travel, but the home games, and so they just get to do these things all year long. And so it's so good to see these kids. We talked before broadcast about getting to see the kids in the classroom and how good it has been for both of us to see that happen.
Yeah, it really is, Ray. When you talk about it, COVID, as we all know, has impacted so much. But gosh, Ray, this is what you're supposed to be doing on Friday nights, and it gives everybody out here just maybe a little bit of sense of normalcy. And it sure is good to see these young people out here getting ready to compete here in just a few moments. Well, Ray's in for us tonight. I want to say hello, Donnie Payne, who could not be here tonight. He's going to be with us the rest of the way this season, but couldn't make tonight's game. He had a prior commitment. But we were fortunate that Coach Ray Mayer, who's an assistant basketball coach for the Lady Tigers, should I say state champion Lady Tigers. Ray, we'd be remiss if we didn't say congratulations to you, Coach Hallmeyer, and those wonderful young ladies on such an accomplishment last year.
Well, those girls deserve every bit of it, John. They just had one heck of a year, and every game just got better and got better and got better. And there were many of our opponents thinking there's no way that they can get better, and I think they did. So one heck of a year, just an absolute blast.
Well, we've got a lot to do here before kickoff in a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and take our first break, and when we return, we'll talk a little bit more about tonight's ball game between the Bentonville Tigers and the Conway Wampus Cats. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you, Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand.
Hey, we welcome you back here to John McConnell Stadium in Conway, Arkansas, where we're just about 4 minutes away from kickoff of tonight's game. Great job by the Conway Wampus Cat Band with the national anthem and the ROTC here from Conway High School presenting the colors tonight. Just what a great sight. Really nice evening tonight, although a bit humid, a bit warm down here in central Arkansas. Ray, we got a couple of minutes here before kickoff. Let's go ahead and talk about the Bentonville Tigers and kind of what they're facing tonight. You know, when you talk about Bentonville, I think it always revolves around defense. And I think defensively tonight, you can't talk defense without talking our two inside linebackers, Keegan Steinspring, Cole Joyce.
Yeah, you called it right on the head there, John Mack. We'll be calling their names a lot on tackles. They just got a nose for the ball, and if it's one of them can't find the gap, it's because they got one of them. The other one got double teamed. It's just they absolutely got a nose for the ball and do a outstanding job on tackling the ball.
Yeah, you know, those two guys, Ray, they're just so phenomenal. They made an impact coming in here as sophomores. Now they're here for their senior year. But, you know, one of the things with those two from their inside linebacker positions, both of them have the speed. They can cover the entire field.
It's crazy what the speed they have. And yeah, they may not be the tallest kids, but I'm telling you right now, they don't come with a lot bigger heart than those two. And I'm telling you, they will do anything, and they're such coachable kids, and to watch them progress since their sophomore year and how great of a football player they are, it is absolutely a joy to watch.
Well, those two are going to get some help from their defensive line. It's going to be anchored on that defensive line by Jack Schultes, who'll be playing the nose tackle position. He's going to have Donnie Thomas and Max Shreve at the defensive end spots. At the outside linebackers tonight on that Bentonville defense, you're going to have number 29, Ethan Arnold, and number 36, Zane Ochoa. Hope I'm getting that right, Ochoa. And cornerback spots going to be Colby Crawford. Just seems like every year we've got a Crawford. Preston, Chris, and now Colby, and so it's good to see Crawford's back in there. The other corners, sophomore Eli Estes will get the start tonight. And then your safety positions, you'll have number 6, Jackson Hutchins, and number 13, Johnny Anderson, returning for his senior year. So that's your Tiger defense. Now let's go over to the offensive side of the ball for the Tigers. Ray, we've got a returning quarterback, senior Andrew Edwards, number 7, will get the start tonight.
Yeah, Drew's a very, very agile quarterback. Got a lot of speed, decent arm, but he's a senior, so he's been through the ranks. He's followed along, and he just knows the system and knows what should be done out there.
That's right. You know, he played the backup role in large part last season to Bentonville standout Ben Pankow. But, Edwards got quite a bit of action in games, actually threw for 429 yards, 3 touchdowns. But, one of the things that you'll see Andrew Edwards do is, as you do with a lot of Bentonville quarterbacks, he rushed for 158 yards. So he's a guy that can make plays with his legs as well as through the air.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned, he's got a lot of speed, and it's deceptive speed. It's like the old Matt Jones type speed. He's kind of long and lanky,
right.
And after he's taken 2 or 3 steps, you're like, wow, he's pretty fast. So, but he can do it with his arm too, and so it'd be interesting to see how the offense revolves with our new quarterback. But like I said, he did get so much time in last year. You just expect it to be the well-oiled machine that the Bentonville Tigers have been for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things for Andrew Edwards that he's going to enjoy, he's got some receivers returning this year. And when you look at the receivers for Bentonville, you got to start with number 5, Chaz Nimrod. Young man is just a playmaker. 350 yards and 57 yards in receptions last year, but that was on 14 catches, Ray. That's 25.2 yards a catch. And I'll tell you what, when he touches the ball, big things happen.
Big play Chaz. I'm telling you, it's just if if it's happening, Big Bay Chaz is going to be deep in catching the ball.
Well, the captains are meeting at midfield. That's going to be number 68 for Bentonville, Ethan Fitzgerald, one of the anchors of that offensive line for the Bentonville Tigers. Can't quite see who the number is for the captain for Conway.
They won the toss, deferred.
So
looks like it's 20.
Number 20 for Conway, that is Bryce Bohannon, one of the outstanding receivers for Conway. Yeah, Conway won the toss. They have decided to defer their option to the second half, so the Bentonville Tigers will receive the ball. So Chaz Nimrod, he's going to be flanked by Cade Foster and Cooper Smith, couple returning wide receivers. Our running back, Sean Anderson, senior year this year for Sean Anderson. So, he got to come in quite a bit in some mop-up duty last year, always ran hard, and, that really impresses me when a guy comes in at the end of the game. You know who's getting the ball, and he still makes yards. So going to see Sean Anderson. Conway Wampus Cats are now taking the field. But you talk about that offense, it starts with that big offensive line, senior-laden offensive line up front. Jackson Kaler is going to be a senior center. Ryan Garrett, right guard. Senior Josh Street, right tackle. Left guard, Avery Styron, the lone junior there in the offensive line. Then Ethan Fitzgerald, who was just the captain out there, senior. A couple of tight ends, Jackson Gilbreth, senior, and junior number 31, Luke Wright. So, on offense, we're going to do what Bentonville does. We're going to run the ball when we want to run the ball, pass when we need to pass the ball, but, it really starts with the running game and throw when you need to throw.
Yeah, that line you mentioned, a lot of senior-laden line, and a lot of those kids played last year too, so a lot of experience coming back on that line. Hope it bodes well for the Tigers.
So the return team for the Tigers now takes the field. Bentonville, under the direction of head coach Jody Grant, starting his 6th season with the Bentonville Tigers, has compiled an overall record of 48-13, has won 4 of the 5 seasons he's coached, 4 7A West Conference championships. And I'll tell you what, Ray, the Bentonville Tigers have won 25 straight 7A West Conference games. What a phenomenal job head coach Jody Grant has done with this team.
Well, him and his staff, like I said, we were talking on the way down, just nobody leaves. That staff is such a glue, and the only reason why you're leaving is because you're just getting retired. And so as the opening kickoff.
Kick is up, and we're underway, and Tigers takes it about the 10. That's going to be Josh Ficklin. Ficklin out across the 25. Ficklin's going to make his way across the 30 and finally be run out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So the Tigers will put it in play from their own 33-yard line. Hey, that's number 1, Josh Ficklin, a sophomore. You're going to see him quite a bit at running back. He'll split time with Sean Anderson. Makes a nice return right there to get the game started.
Yeah, in the scrimmage against Harbor, he got a lot of touches and did some really, really good things with the ball. Again, I think you have to attribute that to our offensive line that was doing a great job opening up the holes.
Okay, so here it'll be Andrew Edwards at quarterback. An offset pistol. They have a running back. That's Sean Anderson to his right. Edwards takes a snap, looks to his left. He throws, and incomplete. Pass was intended for number 12, Cooper Smith. Couldn't quite hang on to it, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Just underway here from Conway. Bentonville Tigers on their first possession of the ball game. Send Chaz Nimrod, single receiver, into the boundary. That'll be Cade Foster, Cooper Smith, twins to the right. Sean Anderson flanking Andrew Edwards. Edwards takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's got some running room. He's going to run across the 40. And Edwards is going to get up to the 44-yard line. It's going to be very, very close to a first down, and now the official gives a signal. He did get enough to pick up the first down. So there you go, Ray. Andrew Edwards already getting it done on his feet right there.
Yeah, he sure was. It looked like he had an option to pitch that even, and decided to go ahead and hold it, which was a good idea to do. He got the first down out of it, got all the way to the 40-yard line.
Looks like Bentonville's going to go with trips left. Tight end Luke Wright will set up over on the right side. Edwards takes a snap. Give goes to Anderson. Anderson over the right side.
Hold.
Anderson's got some running room. And you said it, Ray. Good hold that time over the right side of that offensive line. Ryan Garrett, Josh Street, Luke Wright over there making some way for Sean Anderson.
Garrett Sanders came in for the tackle for the Wampus Cats, but what a great hole. And he was just patient enough to kind of follow it along and let the blockers do what they're supposed to do, and he just kind of followed along there.
So it'll be second short. Ball's going to be spotted at the 47-yard line of the Wampus Cats.
Boy, that's the top down distance you really like.
Edwards going to keep it himself over the left side. He's going to make his way inside the 45-yard line. He'll get down to the 44. That's going to be enough for a 1st and 10. So already, Ray, a nice job by the Tigers in this initial possession.
You know, the first play was a pass, and then they've done a nice job of run. You know, quarterback keeper 2 out of those 3 runs, and just doing a good job getting down the field right now.
1st and 10 Tigers. Ball spotted on the left hash. Tigers moving from their left to your right. Edwards takes a snap. Looking to his left, looking to throw. And that pass is going to be complete to Cooper Smith. Nice grab by Cooper Smith. I'll tell you what, Ray, coverage was really good on that, but Smith was able to focus and bring that one in.
Threaded the needle and just threw it right to him. And you know, that's one thing about all of our receivers, John, is if it gets close to him, chances are really good it's going to be caught. They got some great hands out there.
He's going to split Nimrod now out to the boundary. Looks like that's going to be Cooper Smith, single receiver to the right. Anderson lined up behind Edwards in the backfield. Edwards takes the snap. He's going to hit Cooper Smith again. He's got the catch, and Cooper Smith picks up yardage. He's got the 1st down.
They're playing a little off of him right there, and, I mean, they just ran a quick out. And, I mean, I only needed 3 or 4 yards to get the 1st down, and just –
well, that's just kind of, you know, you take what they give. And
I mean, that's exactly right, John.
Good arm strength show that time by Edwards. That was a long pass across the field. Edwards looking to throw again, throws to his left. He's got Cooper Smith again, ball's out. And
out of bounds. It went out of bounds.
Is he going to call it Is he going to call it a catch and out of bounds, or just an incomplete pass?
I think it was complete, and he's calling it out of bounds. But he looked like he did the incomplete pass.
Well, he kind of waited till it went out of bounds to give like an incomplete signal. You know, if it's going to be incomplete, you say that sort of immediately. But, well, they're going to say he picked up 2 yards on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. So, yeah, he's going to say it was a fumble out of bounds.
Well, and I mean, it was a good lick by the I didn't see who the Conway player was that lodged the ball loose, but sure enough, got the helmet right on it and knocked it out.
3rd consecutive completion to Cooper Smith right there, 2nd and 8. Ball is on the Wampus Cat 30. Edwards gives to Sean Anderson, and he is going to be met immediately on the left side there. A host of Wampus Cats bringing him down. That's going to be a loss of 2, so it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they blew up that left side that time. It started a little slow.
So here we go. Big play for the Tigers, trying to keep this drive alive. 3rd down and 10. Ball at the Wampus Cat 32-yard line. Edwards dropping straight back. Screen.
Good call.
That's going to go to 21, Sean Anderson, and a great play call that time as Sean Anderson takes the screen pass, gets inside the 20 all the way down to the they'll spot it right at the 15-yard line. Nice play call that time.
You can't say anything else but just a great play call and great execution. Had the blockers out there and just nice job.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers at the Wampus Cat 15. Empty backfield for Edwards. Puts a man in motion to the right. And it's a jet sweep to Sean Anderson. He's trying to get around the right edge. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get inside the 10. He'll get down to about the 7-yard line. So a pickup of 9 yards on the play. Great job that time.
Boy, it looked like he was getting drawn all the way out and didn't look like he was going to get much. And all of a sudden he saw the hole and turned right upfield.
So a 2nd and 2 now. Ball's at the Wampus Cat 7. Edwards hands the ball to Anderson. Anderson cuts back in, and Anderson's going to be taken down at the 1-yard line. And Ray, looking at that, Anderson took the handoff over on the right side, but when he was tackled, I'm not sure he ever hit the ground. He kind of rolled over the guy.
I mean, that's exactly what it looked like. I'll tell you what, when he got that ball, he just followed Garrett and Street into there, and they were just absolutely pancaking their guys.
All right, here we go. First and goal. Ball at the 1 yard line. Give goes to Anderson, and Anderson is going to be stopped. No gain on the play. Just kind of took the ball over the left side there and tried to punch it in, but good job that time by the Conway defensive line. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. First quarter play. Bentonville on its first possession. Good drive so far. It's going to be second and goal at the 1. Chaz Nimrod split out to the left. Got Cooper Smith, single receiver to the right. Sean Anderson behind Edwards in the backfield. Give goes to Anderson.
Surely he got in there.
No signal yet.
Holy cow.
Wow. So they're going to call him down just short of the goal line. Ray, I just don't see how there's any way he didn't get in on that.
Unless if his knee was down before he reached, and that might be the case, John. You know, I will say that those referees tend to have a really, really good eye on that. But,
so number 1 now, Josh Ficklin will check in at the running back position. What do you bet they're going to line up and go over the right side here? Edwards is going to go in.
He's just going to go, yep. Tap and go.
And no signal yet. Come on now. Touchdown, Bentonville.
One of the fans said, raise your arms up. Good gosh, he's all the way in the blue.
Touchdown, Bentonville.
I don't know what took so long on that call, but because there was no doubt. He just reached up there, quick snap, go.
I'll tell you what, now there was, at the end of that, a Conway player came out with the ball, started running the other way, but, we were all just waiting on the call. We knew it was a touchdown, just waiting on the ball. So, well, there you go. Bentonville gets on the board. It'll be Logan Turner on now to attempt the point after. Cade Foster will hold. Ball is back. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 6 minutes, 43 seconds left to go, first quarter of play, Bentonville takes a 7-0 lead over Conway. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Hey, we're back here in Conway as the Bentonville Tigers just put together a great opening drive on their first possession of the ball game to take the 7-0 lead. And, Ray, that was a really nice drive in terms of the balance of play calling. We saw Cooper Smith catch 3 or 4 balls there. We saw passing. Andrew Edwards made some plays with his leg. Sean Anderson, some great runs. So a good balanced drive,
good
methodical.
Pass.
Yeah, so.
Just, and what you want to do against this high-powered offense, if you will, of Conway that will go very, very fast, you want to eat up some clock while you're on the offensive end, and so I think they did a pretty good job of that.
So Logan Turner's going to kick off the Conway receiver. He's going to Jamal Bethune's going to take it at his own 5. Bethune's still on his feet. He's going to get it out across the 30-yard line, but then he'll be brought down at about the 33. So that's where Conway will start there, our first offensive possession of the game.
That was Nick Stone that came in late there, John, and made that tackle.
So sophomore Nick Stone getting a tackle there. So here we get a look at this Bentonville defense against up-tempo Conway offense. It's going to be Ben Weiss, number 6, will take the snaps for the Conway offense. Weiss now looking to throw, throws to his left, throws out to big number 89. That's Jaden Williams. Going to catch the ball and take it out to about the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 7 on the play.
Jackson Hutchins along with Cole Joyce in on that tackle. I want to go back to that kickoff. I think that's the first time I've not seen Logan Turner kick that thing in the end zone.
I'll tell you, Logan Turner's such a weapon as Weiss gives the handoff now to, that's Jamal Bethune, and Bethune is going to be tackled immediately. No gain on that play.
Cole Joyce.
Yeah, Cole Joyce. Bethune last week, 19 carries, 130 yards. Had a big night against Fayetteville, but no going there. So 3rd and 2. Conway quickly. Weiss takes a snap, gives again to Bethune. Bethune's going to be hit initially at about the 44. He's going to continue to push his way up to around the 45-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down for Conway.
Yeah, Preston Jones got the initial hit. Then Ethan Estes came in and cleaned it up, but not before he got the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Conway. I tell you what, they are hurry up tempo. Empty set here. Weiss looking to throw, throws out to his right. Almost intercepted. I tell you what, Weiss made a quick throw, but you know what that was, Ray? That was film study right there.
Yeah.
Because there were 2 Tiger defenders, and I think it was
Ochoa and Ethan Estes.
Yeah, Ochoa.
He had the first, and then Ethan, I thought, has the one that had it in his hands.
Yeah, I did too. I was ready to call that interception. So 2nd and 10 now as Weiss looks to the sideline for the play call. They're going to spread you out here. Weiss takes a snap. Give goes to Bethune.
Nice job.
And he is going to be hammered by that defensive line. Keegan Steinspring, or let's say that's Cole Joyce, number 42 in there.
Max Shreve was the first initial hit on it.
Max Shreve in from his defensive end position.
Yeah.
So here we go, 3rd and just under 10 yards to go. Big play for this Tiger defense. Weiss going to go back, looking to throw. Now he's scrambling. He's got a receiver, and he is going to be really close to first down. I think they're going to. Yeah, I think the spot they're going to give him, he's going to have it right there.
Well, I think he had it, but he did kind of come back.
Yeah.
But, I think that initial catch did put him right on the 45, which is going to give him that first down.
Yeah, they're going to spot the ball just inside the 45. That's going to be enough for a 1st and 10. I'll tell you what, Conway has a lot of weapons on this offense.
Well, we don't have heights and weights on here, John, but that receiver 82 over there is huge.
Ball!
Oh.
Boy, Weiss
just
on
overran it.
It's kind of on the RPO, the run-pass option, and they got to the mesh point with the running back, and just a ball just came out. Didn't mesh. So 2nd down and 9 now. Ball's going to be spotted at the 44-yard line. Looks like Bentonville's calling blitz. Option play. And option out to the right side. Quick pitch to number 11. That's a Boogie Carr. Boogie Carr is going to get first down yardage all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Colt Joyce is the one that finally made the tackle over there. And
Weiss now takes a snap, looking to throwing to his right. And that one is well overthrown. Pass was intended that time for number 82, Micah Mosby.
And like even one I was talking about earlier, John, I don't know how you can overthrow him. He looks like he's about 6'8" out there. I'm sure he's not that tall, but he's a tall receiver.
So Ethan Estes on the coverage out there. Be 2nd down and 10. Quickly. Weiss takes a snap, throws to his left. He's got big Jaden Williams out there complete.
Oh, that was
Williams inside the 20. Williams still on his feet. Williams is going to get in. That's going to be a touchdown, Conway. Well, I tell you what, you talking about a big guy right there. Number 89, Jaden Williams. That guy is a load. Now, I'm not sure, Ray, but Jaden Williams, he scored there. I'm not sure if his helmet was knocked off.
Yeah,
but he had his helmet off on the field. I think that's a personal foul, but nonetheless, Conway gets on the board. That'll be number 16, Adrian Mejia, with the extra point attempt, and it is good. So with 3 minutes, 53 seconds left to go, first quarter play, we're all tied up at 7. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
All right, we're back here in Conway, where the Wampus Cats have answered the Bentonville Tigers in their first offensive possession. We have a 7-7 ball game. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left to go, first quarter of play. And Ray really saw a contrast of two different styles right there. You know, Conway just up-tempo. They want to run a lot of plays. Bentonville, good balance on offense, both the run and the pass, but more of a methodical, just kind of wear you down the field. So,
yeah, it seemed like it was quick, but they did use up quite a bit of clock there still. You know, just a couple of breaks there. I thought we kind of had an interception one time. I thought maybe had a fumble one time. So maybe we can get those breaks next time around.
So kick is away by Mejia. That one is going to go to Chaz Nimrod at his own 3. Nimrod out across the 10, out across the 20. Nimrod leaping over Conway defenders at about the 25, and Nimrod is going to get a good return up to about the 34-yard line.
Right there, John, you could see what kind of speed that kid has.
Yes.
And, you know, he kind of methodical there at the start of it and didn't look like he was going very fast, but he was trying to let the blockers do what their job is, and then all of a sudden he just took it and burst right up through there for another 10 yards.
Well, I think what you see, too, anytime number 5 touches the ball, you know, it's going to be pretty electric right there.
Yeah.
So, all right, so got trips out to the right. J.T. Temesco checking in now for the Tigers at wide receiver as Andrew Edwards takes a snap. He rolls to his right. Edwards trying to scramble. He's being pressured, and I'll tell you what, he just kind of has to try to throw that away. Trying to hit Cooper Smith, but I tell you, he had a couple of Conway defenders right in his face there. I think Edwards is a little upset he didn't get a roughing call. But nonetheless, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he rolled out to the right there and looked like he was, you know, looking downfield, and I guess the Conway defenders had it pretty locked up. I didn't see anybody open.
Chaz Nimrod now back into the game. He'll be flanked by Cooper Smith, and Cade Foster trips right. Josh Ficklin, the running back, will set up behind Edwards. Edwards takes a snap. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin, strong run. Pickup of about 6 yards over across the 40 up to the 42 of the Tigers. But Josh Ficklin, the sophomore, I tell you what, Ray, I think the coaches are really excited about this young man.
I tell you, he is low and strong to the ground, and then he showed it right there. He just hit the gap right in through there and got a good 7-8 yards.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Ray, I think this is a really important 3rd and 3 for the Tigers here to respond to that Conway score.
Absolutely, John.
So here we go. Edwards throws out to his right, and that should be a penalty. No call on that, but I'll tell you what, Chaz Nimrod right there had it for just a moment, and Ray, I think that's one of those that Chaz probably looked upfield a little bit too soon, lost a handle there, but boy, that had all the makings of a big play.
It was a little high, but like you're exactly right, John. I think he took his eyes off there at the last second.
You know, and that's one of those things, a young man just – he wants to make a play, and he just about did. Well, that's going to bring up 4th down and 3 now. Logan Turner on to do the punting duties. Turner gets a sidewinder away. Boy, just kind of came off his foot, kind of funny, and I'll tell you, that is
unlike him.
Very uncharacteristic. I'll tell you, Logan Turner, no doubt he's one of the best kickers in the state, but that one kind of got away from him right there. Boy, big break that time for the Wampus Cats. They're going to get the ball at the Tiger 45-yard line. Turner coming into tonight's game from last season, averaged 37 yards a kick last season. But Weiss now going to operate in Tiger territory. Weiss looking to throw, looking to his right, throws a slant pattern complete. That's to number 10, Nathan Moyes.
Zane Ochoa came in for the tackle there at the end.
So 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4, quickly Conway up to the line. Weiss takes a snap. Give goes to number 29. That's Jamal Bethune.
Wow.
Bethune just powers his way up to around the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Conway. And Conway quickly up. They've got trip receivers to the left. Handoff goes once again to
hold.
Bethune. Jamal Bethune, he's going to run around the outside, and he's going to get into the end zone. Thought we were going to get a holding penalty on that by Conway, but no flags on the
– well, there's a late flag.
There's a late flag down toward the 8-yard line.
But I don't think it was – I don't know what it was. You know, Kobe Crawford's he was running around without his helmet on and actually pushed him out of bounds.
Well, and that may be one of those things. I'm not sure what the rule is, but I think in some level you have to stop play if your helmet comes off. We'll see what the call is.
It looks like it's against us.
Yeah. So they're lining up right now for the extra point. So it'll be Adrian Mejia. Right. Okay, so that's what the call, Kobe Crawford, once he lost his helmet. When you lose your helmet, you have to just stop, and he continued on.
Well, and that's one of the new rules. You know, it's just all about concussions and keeping a kid safe, and it has nothing to do with, you lack of heart or nothing.
Right, you can't blame Kobe on that.
You can't.
Your player's going to play. Yeah,
player's going to play, but
that's just
that
instinctive.
Is the rule. It's just you got to protect the kids, and that's one of the rules for that out there.
Well, here we have Adrian Mejia on now, waiting to attempt the extra point. Not sure what the holdup is.
We've got an injured player underneath down there, John. One of our number 13.
Okay, that would be, I believe, Johnny Anderson.
It is.
Okay. So, all right. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. Mejia now to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:59 left to go, first quarter, Conway jumps out to a 14-7 lead. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Tiger Football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
We're back here in Conway where the Wampus Cats have just scored on their second possession of the ball game to take a 14-7 lead over the Bentonville Tigers. Well, while we got a moment, I just want to give a shout-out. Bentonville Athletics, I'd like to say thank you to our presenting and platinum sponsors. Some of our sponsors, platinum sponsors, Bob Morey, Auto Body, and Foster Roofing, and Northwest Health Systems and First National Bank of Northwest Arkansas. Tell you what, a big thank you to these folks for helping make these live stream broadcasts possible and for supporting these young men. So Adrian Mejia kicks in, and after the penalty, he gets a touchback in the end zone. So the Tigers will start their third possession of the ball game from their own 20. 1:59 left to go, first quarter of play. Tiger offense coming out onto the field. I'm going to send Chaz Nimrod, Cade Foster, dual receivers out to the left. Going to have Cooper Smith, single receiver to the right. Edwards takes a snap. Give goes to Ficklin over the left side. Ficklin hit him initially, but he got away from that one, but was able to push his way up for maybe about a half yard. It looked like he was going to be dropped for about a 2-yard loss.
He was in the backfield and kept his legs running and got out there and ended up getting a whole yard out of it.
They'll give him a yard on the pickup. They'll bring out 2nd and 9. Bentonville really needs to answer right here. Edwards rolling to his right. Looks like an option play. Edwards going to cut inside. Edwards still on his feet. He's going to be dropped at about the 30-yard line. think that's going to be just enough for a first down. Yeah, they're going to signal first down. So, once again, Andrew Edwards on that option play. Tell you what, Conway, they're taking the pitch man.
Yeah, they sure are.
But Edwards is able to make a good cut and get positive yards.
He was one shoestring, I think, away from getting another good 10, 15 yards out of the deal.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a little weird to take the pitch man. I thought that was not the rule, but.
So 1st and 10 Tigers. Man comes in motion. That's Luke Wright. Play action.
Boy.
Oh, and pass was intended for Cade Foster, kind of coming on a deep slant right there. And tell you, Foster was open, but ball just sailed a little bit over his hands. I think Cade Foster catches that one. It may be a foot race. So, hey, watch Bentonville try to come back to that here in just a little while. 2nd and 10 now. Cooper Smith into the boundary. Twin receivers out to the left. Edwards now, he's looking deep.
Got him wide open.
He's got Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Bentonville. Andrew Edwards to Cooper Smith for a 70-yard touchdown pass. Holy cow. Wow. That's how you respond right there, Ray.
A minute and 27 seconds it took us to score right there.
So once again, Logan Turner on to attempt the point after. Wow, what a pass.
Boy, he was wide open.
Cooper Smith did a great job to look that one in as well. Turner's kick is up, and it's good. We've got a flag down. We'll have to wait to see what the call is. And okay, so an offsides. So yeah, this is Ray. This is one of the. It's one of the silliest rules. It's a dead ball foul. It's a neutral zone infraction from the defense, and so you have to take the penalty, even though the kick was good.
Yeah, and like you said, it's one of those weird things that as soon as the defense is lined up offside, that play should have never happened. I mean, it's like a movement on the offensive side.
Yeah, and I think the federation rules. I think they really have to take a look at that one on extra points. Because what keeps a defensive player from trying to jump and not get caught?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that one's for the rules committee.
Yeah, well.
So Logan Turner, and it took points off the board.
I mean, in a roundabout way, it kind of did, yeah.
And Turner's kick is up, and it is good. So with 32 seconds left to go, first quarter play. Score all knotted up again at 14. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network. Hey, we're back here in Conway where the Bentonville Tigers have responded by lieu of a 70-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Edwards to Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith last year really made some great plays all season long, but he caught one touchdown pass. I remember that when that was the Bentonville West game. But man, I mean, if that's any indication of the kind of year Cooper Smith is going to have, this is going to be a really good receiving core.
Well, between him and Foster and Chaz, I mean, those are three phenomenal receivers.
Absolutely. What a great pass by Edwards. So Logan Turner, he's going to kick it away, and that's what Logan Turner does right there. Touchback.
That's a whole lot more like it.
Nice job. Update the score here. I'm sorry, I kept it at 14-7. So yeah, 14 all. Good ball games so far. kind of like one of those
Good
tennis
if you like offense.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's kind of one of those tennis matches. You got to see who's going to break serve.
Well, they broke us, 2 times ago, so time for us to break them.
So to be Ben Weiss, he's a delayed handoff to, boy, he is hit hard by Keegan Steinspring. Holy cow. I'll tell you what, he picked up about 4, maybe give him 5 on the play, but he paid for it right there, number 45.
Like you said, John, it was a delay. Like, it was handoff, no, not really, and then I'm going to go.
So you got 45 back there. You don't delay anything. That guy's quick.
Not with the speed of those two.
2nd and 6. Give goes to the running back. He's going to get yardage, a big hole over the right side. That's number 11. That's Boogie Carr, the sophomore for Conway. Takes the handoff across the 40 all the way out to the 42-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play here in Conway. So we played 1. It's all knotted up at 14. Be back in just a moment. You're watching Tiger Football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Back here in Conway as we start the second quarter of play, John McElroy, Ray Mayer. We've got a 14-all ball game. Both teams trading punches offensively, and Conway now on their 3rd possession of the game. They're going to start the second quarter at their own 41.
Well, I started this game, John. This is my first attempt at announcing any football whatsoever, and I thought about trying to keep some statistics, and that lasted all of half a play.
Weiss now looking to throw. He's being pressured. He's rolling to his left, and he's just going to throw it away. And, they're going to get a late hit. Oh, my. Well, they're going to get a late hit on Weiss. Weiss was under pressure, just bailed out to his left, threw it away, and then he was hit after he threw it. So they'll tack on 15 more. Oh, that's an unfortunate break for the Tigers.
Well, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
So they'll move the ball all the way down to the 44 of Bentonville, where it'll be 1st and 10 Conway. Conway's going to have Micah Mosby and Nathan Moy split out to the right. Big Jaden Williams over there. Man, that is a big guy. Split out to the left. Weiss takes a snap. He's looking to throw, looking to his left. He's looking for Jaden Williams. And I think that ball hit the ground.
I was going to say, there was no doubt it hit the ground.
Boy, I could see it from up here. And, Ray, at my age, these eyes aren't so good anymore. Well, that official was right there. But, boy, he sure did delay that call. But it was pretty apparent that ball skipped off the turf. But he was going for Jaden Williams again.
And he was open. Luckily, he just threw the ball a little low.
So 2nd and 10 from the 44. Weiss takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. That's Boogie Carr.
Oh, ball's on the ground for a second.
Ball's on the ground.
Yeah, I think he got it back.
What?
Yeah. He got it back. 3rd and 8.
So Boogie Carr, the sophomore, gets hit. 2-yard gain, but fumbles the ball. But fortunately for him, he was able to get back on it. Almost a big break for the Tigers. It's going to bring 3rd and 8. Ray, this is a really important play in this ball game.
We talk about it all the time. It's these 3rd downs. We got to get the ball back.
Steinspring coming off the edge. Pass is, they're going to call it incomplete. Wow. The side judge didn't know.
He was looking for some help. Sure was.
And the back judge came in, and I'll tell you what, that's a good job by those officials right there. Side judge immediately, he didn't see it, called for some help from the back judge. Back judge immediately came in and said no, incomplete. 4th down now. So big decision for Keith Fimple. He's got the ball at the Bentonville, call it 47-yard line.
42.
I'm sorry, 40. Yeah, thank you, Ray. Sorry, at the 42-yard line. He's going to leave the offense on the field, but, well, okay, Weiss is going to come out, but, boy, this is one of these situations. You've got to be alert for all kinds of things. May try to draw him off sides, or he's dropping back, maybe a quick kick. Yeah.
You know, yeah. You know, we did that a lot last year with Ben Pankow, and very, very, very effective, as it looks like it's going to be very effective for Conway. Almost waited too long.
I tell you what, they wanted every inch out of that one right there because
almost waited too long, but that was a great job by Conway, truth be told. And like I said, Bentonville did that a lot last year with Ben, and I really thought that was very effective. So.
Absolutely. Well, you know, this game's a lot about field position, and Bentonville is going to have to travel the length of the field to retake this lead. So to be 1st and 10, Bentonville's going to have the ball on basically their 1-foot line. Edwards now taking the snap out of his own end zone. Give goes to, I believe that is Josh Ficklin. Ficklin's going to get good yardage. He'll get out to
got to the 5, yeah.
About to the 5-yard line. No, I'm sorry, that was Sean Anderson on the carry that time,
yeah,
21.
Mm-hmm. So we got to the 5-yard line, but I think it's only officially a carry of 4 because.
Yeah.
But it was 5 yards.
It sure was. Well, good job of Sean Anderson getting us out of the hole right there. At least Edwards now is going to get to stand in the field of play. Twin receivers to the left. Give goes to Anderson once again. Anderson's going to be hit immediately at the 5-yard line. He may lose a half yard on that.
They're going to still mark him at the 5.
Okay.
So no gain on that play.
So it'll bring up 3rd and a long 5. Call it a short 6 for the Tigers. Boy, here's where you got to figure out a way to pick up a 1st down here, Ray. Otherwise, Logan Turner's kicking out of his own end zone. All right. Single receiver to the right, twins to the left. Edwards takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to throw. He throws over the middle, and that's incomplete, but my goodness. Pass was intended. I think that's Cooper. No, that was Sean Anderson. Pass was intended for, but it looked like the defender was just draped over him before the ball even got there. Nonetheless, no call on the play, so it'll bring up 4th and 6 for the Tigers. Logan Turner, he'll stand almost at the back of his own end zone. He's got about a yard or two. Boudreaux deep for the Wampus Cats. Turner, that's the kind of kick we want right there. And fair catch called for by the Wampus Cats at the 50-yard line. Great kick that time. That's 40. Well, they started 45-yard punt right there, and still good for field position for Conway, but man, it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse, sure was. In fact, they're a little bit deeper than when they kicked it to us. So
that's right.
Just a little bit of change possession, and now they got the ball at the 50-yard line. Let's hope our defense can hold them again.
9 minutes, 34 seconds left to go. Second quarter of play. Conway going to go run trips right. Weiss now looking to his left. Throws complete. I believe that's Boogie Carr, number 11. Boogie Carr makes the reception. Gets down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, bring up 2nd and 5. Conway now seems to be taking a little more time between plays, Ray. Weiss looking to throw again. He's going to throw over the middle. Pass.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. So pass was intended for Jaden Williams, but he's going to benefit from they're going to call pass interference or defensive holding. But, Ray, that's the same thing I saw Conway do to Sean Anderson just a few moments ago.
You know, and these officials, John, you know, I think they do a great job.
They do.
I really do. They do a phenomenal job. But that, like you said, that was the same call as the other way. So if you're not going to call it, don't call it. And you can't. I mean, that's a huge call. I mean,
absolutely.
It goes, all the way down to the 30-yard line now. That's just a huge call.
So after the walk-off, Wampus Cats going to have the ball at the Tiger 30. Ball spotted on the left hash. Conway's going to split trip receivers out to the right. Weiss now looking over the Bentonville defense. Weiss going to take the snap. Give goes to, let's see, that's number 24 for the Wampus Cats, Manny Smith. And I'll tell you what, Manny Smith might have just checked in the ball game. He did not. He met a host of Tigers.
Preston
right there.
Jones was there for the initial hit.
So that may have been Bethune. Is that 20? Yeah, 29?
29, yes,
yeah.
sir.
Bethune, the senior running back. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Weiss dropping back, looking to his left.
That's a hold.
Looking.
Huge hold.
Oh, wow. So, Ray, I was following the pass. Said you saw a big hold there.
Well, just that left-hand side. We had the end coming around, and, just flat grabbed him. It was Max Shreve coming in from that
wow.
Our right side, their left side. And
well, I can tell you, I can hear the Tiger faithful down below us.
It was pretty obvious, I thought.
Yeah. So, pass was incomplete, well overthrown. 3rd and 10 now. Bethune lined up behind Weiss in the backfield. Twin receivers to either side. Bentonville showing blitz off the edge. The carry is going to go, handoff going to go to Bethune.
Cole Joyce.
Cole Joyce is going to make the tackle after a 3-yard pickup, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 7. So decision time once again for the Wampus Cats. Offense going to stay on the field. You got to watch. You can't jump right here. Okay, here we go. Weiss takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He
incomplete. Good job.
Sells it over the head.
Oh, flags all over the place.
Well, it's probably going to maybe a holding call this time, but at this point, obviously the Tigers would decline it turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Officials already saying you want to decline it, right, Coach?
Yeah, we want that ball.
Absolutely. So a big stand. Ray, that is a big stand by the Tiger defense.
Really
right
was, especially after an unfortunate pass interference call that got them the ball, way into our territory. Just a huge standoff right there, he was rushed on both those passes a little bit, John. I think is why I overthrew him, and it just a great job by that defensive line and trying to get a lot of pressure.
Well, we saw a holding call right there, Ray, and we felt maybe some of those other plays should have been some holding calls. So that tells me maybe that Conway offensive line is starting to have a little trouble with the pressure now being applied by the Bentonville defense.
Well, you mentioned it before at the broadcast, just me and you, about some of the stunts are starting to run, and I think that's a little bit what they're doing.
Edwards now with the pass out to the left to Chad Nimrod. Chaz Nimrod catches it at the 40 and barrels his way up to the 44-yard line. Great pickup right there.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 Tigers. Boy, good to see number 5 getting some touches right there. This time it's going to be twin receivers out to the right. Chaz Nimrod, single receiver to the left. Pass goes to, that's Luke Wright, number 31.
Wright, great job.
Luke Wright.
Wow, that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, kept his eye on it, and kept his concentration, and still caught it, and there was a defender getting ready to hit him pretty good. Great job.
I thought as soon as he touched the ball, he was just going to get hammered, but what focus by Luke Wright to not only make the catch, but then gain some positive yards after it. Great play. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Wampus Cat 37-yard line. Same formation. Luke Wright now is going to go in motion to his left. Edwards takes the snap. Hand goes to Ficklin up the middle, and Ficklin hits a wall. There is no room right there.
The seniors having a little talk with the sophomore. It doesn't look like they were on the same page, that particular one. I thought he was supposed to pull it back with the RPO option, but.
So maybe a little miscommunication there. Sean Anderson now checking into the ball game for Josh Ficklin. 2nd down and 11. We've got Cooper Smith, Chaz Nimrod, and can't tell who the other receiver is out there to the right. Edwards takes
20.
a snap. Edwards now going to try to cut it up. Not a lot of running room right there. Whistle was blown. Ball came out, but the whistle was blown well before the ball coming out. He may have gotten 2 yards on the play, but it's going to be third down and third and a long 9. All right, so another big play here for the Tigers. Try to keep this drive alive. Let's see, the ball's spotted at the 37-yard line. So that would be a 54-yard attempt for Logan Turner. Tell you what, he's got a great leg, but I don't know that. Don't know if that's quite in his range. But he's. Tell you what, he might could hit it.
Delay game.
So. What?
Delay game.
Okay, so well, that's going to bring up 3rd and 15. You know, one of the things now after the ball, after the tackle is made, that play clock, one of the rules that went in, play clock sets at 40 seconds, and it just starts counting down.
Yeah, as soon as they pretty much get it set, they start at that 40 seconds.
Yeah, and actually when they tackle.
I'm sorry.
As soon as they tackle.
As soon as that whistle blows pretty much.
So here we go, 3rd and 15. Tigers need a big play right here. Edwards now. He's going to keep it himself. Edwards up the middle. He's going to pick up positive yards, but he's going to be dropped well short of the first down. He'll get it up to the 32. Tell you what, this will be a 49-yarder. Bentonville's going to keep their offense on the field. And, hey, it's a 4th and 6. You know, this is one of those maybe – well, here comes Turner. Ooh, 49. The ball is spotted just past the 32. This is going to be about a 50-yard attempt, Ray.
Yeah, typically we add 7 to it, and so we're right at the 39, right at the 40.
Well, here we go. Kick is up.
Nope.
Oh, just a little short. I think he had the line, but it was kind of a line drive low kick. He had a pretty good line on it, but it came up just a little short right there. So no good. But, you know, this is interesting. Federation rules, they don't get the ball there. They get it back at the 20.
That's right, and that's why that's sometimes a good call. Even, can you punt it there? No. Can you go for it? Well, you don't know if you really want them to have the ball at the 38-yard line, so just go ahead and try to kick it, and if you miss it, they get it at the 20. So
sure.
It was Rogers Heritage, I think, a couple years ago that would kick it from anywhere.
I remember that now that you say that.
They would kick it down here at the 40. Didn't work out always, but.
So 1st and 10 Wampus Cats at their own 20. Ben Weiss takes a snap. Weiss looking to his right. He throws complete to number 20. Ball's out. Boy, there's a scramble for it.
Jumped on it, though.
Oh, my goodness. 89. That's Jaden Williams. I'll tell you what. That guy's making some plays tonight.
It's just right spot, right time. And they ended up gaining 8 yards, I think, off the fumble.
I think he was kind of on the ground when he kind of scooped that one up. So, Tigers just couldn't catch a break right there. So 1st and 10, Conway at their own 31. Again, Weiss looking to throw, looking to his left.
Oh, my
tunnel
goodness.
Screen. Holy cow. Keegan Steinspring, I believe, was that.
There is a flag.
Who else was in on that? That may be a hold, though, Ray.
That's what he's kind of looking at our sideline about.
Boy, you might. I don't know if you want to decline that or take.
That was I don't know who all got there for that one.
They're trying to make a decision right now. I mean, they lost yardage on the play. Do you take the down or you keep backing them up?
Well, I don't know. That's a tough one because that's 10 yards, and
if
the hold happened right there, that ends up being another 3 more to it. But
that's right, and it's a spot of the foul penalty.
Yeah, that's a tough call. 4:14 left. That's why I'm a coach basketball.
Yeah, so he's. I'll tell you what.
I don't have to make a decision to shoot the free throw or not. We're going to shoot it because that's the only option there is. So.
Well, here you go. Bentonville takes the penalty, which is going to back the ball up to the Wampus Cat 15-yard line. It'll remain first down, but it is first and forever. Ray, you're the math teacher.
I use calculators, John.
Okay. So let's see. There's 10. I would say 20. That's probably a good 26 yards.
Your scoreboard agrees with you, John. 26.
Oh, okay. All right.
15 to the 41, I believe, would be 26.
Wee's going to give the handoff. I think
There we
that's
go. Nice job.
Bethune. Yep.
Nice job.
Trying to see who that was on the carry. Good job of the Bentonville defense. That was Jamal Bethune on the carry. Big, strong running back, but Bentonville's defense, good job. He ends up picking up 3 yards on the play, so to be second down and 23.
So the penalty did end up being somewhat of a benefit.
Absolutely.
As now the second down is a little bit deeper than it was.
See if we can get an interception here. Oh! I'll tell you what, Weiss has shown a couple of times tonight, Ray, on that one. That was just supposed to be a little dump screen on a drag route over the middle there, but he's shown a couple of times tonight that he sailed the ball a little high on him. And, look for Bentonville eventually to pick one of those off.
Sure would be nice right now to get one of those.
Well, this is big play right here. 3rd and 23. Got Johnny Anderson out there. Looks like Jackson Hutchins playing center field. Weiss dropping straight back, empty set. Weiss is now under pressure. He's got his eyes downfield, and he's going to try to get out of bounds. He runs out of bounds at his own 20-yard line, so a great job that time by the Tigers. Let's see, that was number 34 on the Tiger defense. Get you that name. Max Shreve. Max Shreve from his defensive end position. Ray, that's impressive. He was all the way on the right side and ran Ben Weiss out of bounds at the 20, so to bring up 4th down. So, Ray, after the field goal attempt by Logan Turner, Conway gets the ball at their own 20 and basically nets out no yards on that possession.
And get away. No, go ahead.
Oh,
that's all right.
go.
That's all right.
Well, and I know what Cade Foster's trying to do there. That was kind of a low end-over-end kick.
Didn't want it to keep rolling deeper.
Exactly. He's trying to preserve some field position, but you always get a little, at least I do,
tough,
get a little nervous. But, hey, those guys know what they're doing.
Well, and Cade's, big senior. He's done this a long time, real sharp kid. And, he's close enough to the sideline. He can almost just knock it out of bounds. And like you said, save those 5, 6, 7, 8 yards that it could keep rolling.
So now good field position for the Tigers as they're going to start at their own 45. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left to go, first half of play, tied up at 14. Well, after kind of a score fest in the first quarter, things have settled in a little bit. Edwards takes a snap. Give goes to Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson's got a big hole out across the 40. Anderson at the 30. Anderson's going to get down inside the 20-yard line. Sean Anderson.
What a hole.
Threw a huge hole over on that left side of the Bentonville offensive line. Ethan Fitzgerald, Avery Styron over there open it up. And
you got to give a little shout out to Cooper Smith, who's blocking downfield over here. And it's so hard to block downfield and not hold. And Cooper does a good job keeping his hands inside and giving him those extra 5, 6, 7 yards.
So let's see, that's about a 38-yard pickup on that play. Edwards now going to try to turn it up. Looked for a second like he might have had some room there.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you. I thought he made a good read there. He RPO, he didn't do the handoff, had the dump, and then, like you said, I thought it was wide open, but it sure closed pretty quick.
Yeah, we saw the same thing, Ray, and but give credit to those Conway defenders right there. They read it as well and were able to make the play. So no gain on that play, bring up 2nd down and 10. Sean Anderson's actually going to split out to the left. Trip receivers, that's Nimrod, Cooper, and Foster out to the right. Watch Sean Anderson one-on-one over here. He's going to come in motion across formation. Edwards is going to keep. Edwards inside the 15.
Nice job.
Oh, nice play call right there. Nice play design.
They're going to mark him down at the 11, I believe.
So I think that's going to put him just about a yard short. Well, they're a few yards short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
They took the spot the knees to extreme, I think, there, but
well, here we go. Look like same formation. Well, Tripp's right. Anderson's going to be lined up behind Edwards. Edwards take the snap. Give goes to Anderson. Anderson tries to make some room over the right side, and there are a host of Wampus Cats, a sea of blue bring down Anderson. He's going to lose 2 yards back to the 13.
Yeah,
so it's going to bring up 4th and 5 now. Clock running, under a minute, 15 seconds left to go, first half. Looks like, Bentonville actually may run this clock down. Has to not try to give Conway too much time before they bring on Logan Turner.
Oh, do second quarter, John.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. Big 4th and 5 down right here.
Yeah.
We're going to get the timeout.
Well, that's exactly what they wanted to do. They just wanted to do that. Hey, we'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Bentonville Sports Network.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
All right, we're back in Conway. Bentonville Tigers have taken a timeout. They've got 4th and 5, ball on the Wampus Cat 13-yard line. 51 seconds remain in the half. We're knotted up at 14.
And Logan's going out there this time, John, so
Yeah.
it looks like we want to go ahead and try to kick a field goal here.
So Logan Turner will be on to attempt what will be a 30-yard attempt.
Well, I saw Andrew Edwards coming off, and he was, kind of little, I don't want to say miffed, but you could see a little bit, and I'm okay with that. You want to see some offense. You want to see him, hey, I don't think I want to do this, but the smart play is to get the 3.
It's the competitor.
Absolutely.
These guys, you like guys that want to compete.
Absolutely.
But, Logan Turner, great leg he's got, 30-yard attempt. Ball's going to be spotted in the center of the field. That's Cade Foster will do the hold.
Logan Turner will attempt a 30-yard field goal.
Oh, that's
Snap is back. See, there you go. It's good, but
you know
he's
what?
going to have to kick it.
He might get a first down out of that.
Well, no, it's going to be – well, here's the thing. It's 4th. It's actually more than 5 according to where the down marker is. So that's probably not going to be enough to give him a first down.
But
what do you do here? 48 seconds left to go in the half. If it's 4th and short, oh, boy.
First down. See, he called it.
He got the first down?
That's what he said.
Hey, that's what it's going to be.
That's what it takes.
Nice
We'll take that.
Job.
So that time the defense that did help us.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and goal to go. Ball will be spotted on the Wampus Cat 8-yard line.
We'll go ahead and take those points off the board, John.
You bet.
I think there's not a coach in the world that wouldn't.
Let's put in 6 right here. Sean Anderson will be behind Edwards. Edwards gives to Anderson over the left side. Anderson's going to get inside the 5. He'll make his way down to the 4. Boy, once again, Ray, looked like he had a lot of blockers out in front of him.
Yeah. Trey Roberts came in and just hit that gap. Trey Roberts for Conway just came in and shut that gap up. But
Bentonville now running some tempo. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Edwards gives it to Anderson.
Ooh.
Anderson is just pummeled back at the 5. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And Bentonville's going to want a timeout with 14 seconds left to go. So we're going to keep it right here. So it's going to be 3rd and goal to go from the 6-yard line.
It's from the 5, I believe, John.
Okay,
Not that it matters a whole lot, but it's right there. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
So 3rd and goal from the 5. 15 seconds left to go. Let's see. Bentonville's got 1 timeout left. So it's pretty simple right here. You got to try to score right here. If you don't get it into the end zone, you got to take that timeout. And the question becomes,
Well,
let's say if you get it down inside the 1 and you take the timeout, do you go for the score on 4th down, or do you bring Logan Turner?
I think you go ahead. Right now the way that the points are somewhat at a premium since that first quarter, I think we'd probably go ahead and take it. They did add a couple seconds to the clock, if that matters much.
Well, you've got 2 plays. You've got this play, and then you've got to make a decision on 4th down if you don't get in right here. So.
Right.
So here we go. 3rd and goal. Edwards takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He throws a fade to the corner of the end zone.
Missed him bad.
That was Cooper Smith, but that ball was well overthrown.
Yeah, it was a great play call, I think, and that's unlike Edwards or Andrew to miss one like that. But
well, here we go. Logan Turner on, and this time it will be a 22-yard attempt.
This time it's from the left hash, so it's actually, truthfully, a little bit harder kick, I think, John. A little bit, more of an angle. The other one was dead straight on, but.
Snap is back.
Good.
Kick is up.
Dead on.
And
great.
It is good. Great job by
Kate Foster. Absolutely. That was a high snap, and he grabbed that thing, got it down where he was supposed to, spun it around, and Turner did the rest of it.
We'll take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tigers on the Bentonville Sports Network.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
All right, we're back here in Conway. 10 seconds left to go. First half of play. Bentonville regains the lead now, 17-14, on a 22-yard Logan Turner field goal. All right, well, I'll tell you what, Logan Turner right here, this is an important kick. You want to put this one into the end zone, not give him a chance at a big play on the return.
I agree 100%. Go ahead and kick it in there. We don't swip it. We don't do anything else. Just kick it in that end zone and give it to him at the 20.
Oh, big, high kick. Well, that one's going to go right about the 3, so it's going to be returned out across the 20, and he is going to be taken down at the 24-yard line. That was number 20, Jamal Bethune, on the return right there. So 2 seconds left to go. This will be the last play of the first half.
I mean, it may have turned out just better for us. I don't know. They would have had, 10 seconds, I guess, at the 20. So
yeah.
2 seconds. Of course, I don't know. It matters a whole lot. One play is one play. But
well, you can see our safeties right now. They're coming up a little bit right now. Looks like Conway's going to just take a knee and go in half. Yeah, you got to be careful.
I was going to say, you don't ever. This is high school.
All right, there you go. So that's going to do it for the first half of play here in Conway. We played a half. It's Bentonville 17, the Conway Wampus Cats 14. Hey, we're going to take a few commercial breaks. We'll be back here in a little bit, and we'll discuss the first half of play here from Conway. You're watching the Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
We are back here in Conway, Arkansas at John McConnell Stadium. John McElroy, Ray Mayer, where the Bentonville Tigers have a 17-14 lead over the Conway Wampus Cats here at halftime. Well, Ray, let's talk a little bit about this first half. You know, you looked at that first quarter, both teams were just kind of going down the field on each other and kind of an offensive score fest, but, man, things kind of settled down in that second quarter.
It sure did. You know, Bentonville went opening kickoff from the 32-yard line, went all the way down, scored 7-0 with about 6:40 left in the first quarter, and Conway turned right back around and with about 3:50 left and scored their next one. And then they held us serve, and we Logan Turner didn't have the greatest punt. I've never seen that from that kid. He's always dead on, and that turned around and they scored right off of that one. But after that scoring little fest, man, it was nothing on that second quarter until that last field goal by the Bentonville Tigers.
Yeah, you know, one of the things, if you're out there in Bentonville Tiger Nation, one of the things you got to like about that second quarter is you saw that defense really starting to kind of confuse maybe Ben Weiss. Some of those passes started sailing high. Looked like the defense had kind of figured something out right there. And but I'll tell you what, this is going to be a four-quarter game. It is warm out there tonight. It is humid. You know, this is going to be an endurance test when you get into that fourth quarter here in just a little while.
Well, you know, and they talk about all the time about the quick setup and all that stuff and how much it wears down the defense. But, John, I'm not too sure if it didn't wear down the offense a little bit more than the defense.
Yeah, I think you're right. Tell you what, you know, you look at the offensive side of Bentonville tonight. Andrew Edwards done a pretty nice job. He's made a couple of plays with his feet when he had to. Sean Anderson's been running really good. That offensive line, you know, there are times they have blown some holes. And newcomer Josh Ficklin, the sophomore running back, made a couple of good runs. So
yeah, and Andrew's done a good job distributing the ball to several receivers. You know, thrown it to Cade a couple of times, and of course, Cooper Smith, and of course the one and only Chaz. You know, he caught one out here, so he's done a good job distributing the football.
Yeah, I think you're right on the receivers there. What a just a great collection of receivers. I think Cooper Smith on that second possession had 3 catches in a row, but Cade Foster, of course, Chaz Nedron, every time he touched the ball, everybody holds their breath. But, you know, that offensive line, I've heard, you know, some talk going around that this could be a really, really special offensive line, very senior-laden. And here early on tonight, you saw at times, man, they can blow some holes open. And we hope that just kind of continues into the second half of play. Well, the Conway Wampus Cat Marching Band, they are out on the field entertaining the home fans tonight. And
I think they're doing senior night for them.
Oh,
tonight,
okay.
John,
That's right, Ray. Thank you. It is senior night. The senior football players and senior cheerleaders were honored here before the game, and now it looks like the senior band members here at halftime. Well, listen, we're going to step away. We're going to run a few commercials, and we'll be back here in a little bit as we get closer to the start of the second half of play here from Conway. We'll be back in a little bit. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car, it's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard in providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
Hey, we welcome you back to Conway, Arkansas, John McConnell Stadium, where it's halftime with the Bentonville Tigers up on the Conway Wampus Cats 17-14. John McElroy, Ray Mayer here. And Ray, I'll tell you what, this has been exciting. This, with all of the craziness in the world over the last several months, just getting to spend some time tonight to watch these guys get out here and put it all out there on the gridiron. This has been a lot of fun.
This is, if there is a normal or a new normal, this at least we're somewhat getting back to it, I think, John.
It was a strange spring. Of course, when everything shut down after March the 13th, all the schools in Arkansas shut down from then throughout the rest of the year. And of course, the schools shut down, but the learning didn't. Teachers, of course, were out there, and we were doing virtual lessons. And I'll tell you what, the kids, my students, I know your students, really responded with that. I mean, they stepped up, and it wasn't the most ideal situation, but our kids, particularly in Bentonville, they're resilient, and I was so proud of how they handled all that. But what I was going to talk about a little bit is when you look at the athletic side of it, and you're involved with the girls basketball team and the basketball program there at Bentonville, but with the football coaches, one of the things they still had Google Meets, which is, for those not familiar with Google Meets, that's kind of like Zoom meetings. They had Zoom meetings each football period, and while they couldn't be on the field, the coaches held them accountable in those Google Meets where they were meeting virtually, learning the playbooks, going through all of the different things. They were doing the teaching.
It was a lot. It was a lot of learning, John, and I can speak from my son's experience and probably yours too. The learning that they got about that, my son learned more about football and just things that you get taught, but when you see it on film and then you hear the coaches, the coaching staff that we have is phenomenal, and how they're just doing it. It was amazing, and it kind of took me back to the Google Meets when we were doing with our students. Like, I'm sitting there going, how are our students possibly learning with this? And then I'm sitting there looking at my son and how he's learning from the football. I'm thinking, maybe our kids did get something out of that, those meets that we were doing. And so I felt for these kids, they went all through the spring without missing without hitting their spring practices and spring games, and then going through all summer, not knowing what's going to happen. I mean, how do you show up for practice thinking, I don't know if we're going to play or not? It's just a tough deal.
Yeah, absolutely. The Governor Asa Hutchinson, gave the okay for high school football teams and other athletics to begin conditioning workouts on June the 1st. And I don't know about you. Back when I was in high school, conditioning workouts, that was kind of a bad word.
That's not a good word.
But, but the kids, they were resilient. They bought in. And as you said, not knowing whether or not they were going to get to participate in any kind of season, these guys got out there and they paid the price in terms of that conditioning. And then, then eventually got the okay to get into contact drills, and that's all culminated tonight with this opening game for the Bentonville Tigers.
Well, we're talking a lot about the football and everything else, but I tell you what, John, I think our kids, all of our students, since we've been back, I've just been impressed with the guidelines that they're following and doing what they're supposed to do they missed the classroom as much as we did, John. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about it. And
That's
and
right.
I've actually gotten a couple emails from parents thinking, thank you for, kind of going out there on this and doing this. I said, my kid needs a classroom. They need that contact with their classmates. As a little, with it keeping the distance and all that, but it's still a contact with their classmates and just trying to get back to normality.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it looks like Logan Turner, he's come out of the locker room. He's doing some warm-up kicking, still waiting on the rest of the Tigers. We've got about 4 minutes left to go here in the half. The teams will come back out on the field. They'll take their mandatory 3-minute warm-up period, and then we'll be set for the second half of play here from Conway. We're going to go ahead and take a few more commercial breaks, and when we return, we'll be just about set for the start of play here in the second half. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
Welcome back to Conway, where it's halftime with Bentonville on top, 17-14 over the Conway Wampus Cats. John McElroy, Ray Mayer, as the Bentonville Tigers have come back onto the field. They're taking their mandatory 3-minute warm-up period as mandated by the Arkansas Activities Association. Still waiting for the Wampus Cats to come out of the locker room, but I thought this would be a good time to once again say thank you to our presenting and platinum sponsors this year. The presenting sponsors for this season of Bentonville Tiger football, Bob Morey Auto Body and Foster Roofing, and our platinum sponsors are Northwest Health Systems and First National Bank of Northwest Arkansas. And just such a big thank you to this year's presenting sponsors, Bob Morey Auto Body and Foster Roofing. They are the presenting sponsors all season long. This sponsorship provides the resources needed for all of our live stream events throughout the season. Thank you so much, Foster Roofing, Bob Morey Auto Body, for being the presenting sponsors of the Bentonville Athletic Program. Ray, I'll tell you what, those folks like Bob Morey, Foster's Roofing, Northwest Health, First National Bank, Northwest Arkansas, that's just what you got to have in a community, and we are just so grateful to those folks for all that they do for our programs and our kids and our community.
You almost just take it for granted sometimes, John, that those guys just are there, and it's just amazing what our kids are blessed with facility-wise. Down here I'm looking, there's 3 big old tents. I see big TVs, big fans, and just the things that they do to help take care of our kids, and again, it goes not just with athletics, but so many other programs out there. We are just a blessed community.
Absolutely. Well, the Wampus Cats have made their way onto the field, and they are undergoing their 3-minute warm-up period. The Tigers are finished. Let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be set for the second half of play. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
And we're back, and both teams are now out of the locker room, and it looks like we're getting set for the second half of play here in Conway. Now, Conway won the toss. They deferred their option to the second half, so Bentonville will kick it away to Conway as we open the second half of play tonight. Bentonville on top 17-14, an offensive showcase in the first quarter, both teams trading scores, and then both defenses settled in, and Bentonville was able to get I believe it was a 32-yard Logan Turner field goal there to end the first half of play, which gives us our 17-14 Bentonville lead. Well, Ray, saw the tale of 2 quarters there in that first half, so what do you think we're going to see starting here in the second half?
I'll tell you, I was getting ready to mention, John, there's one thing about the Bentonville Tigers that I love is watching what happens come out of halftime. I'm telling you, this coaching staff will get together. I've had blessed to be able to drive the bus for many of these away games, and so I get to see a lot of that in their line. And what they'll do is they'll send those kids in, let them relax for a little bit, and that staff gets together and just talks, and it gets things lined out. And what do you see? What can we do? And then they go in and they just split them up, offense, defense, and get it going. And you and I have talked about it even throughout the years about the difference in halves that the Bentonville Tigers will make, and so hopefully that will come true tonight.
Absolutely. Could not have said it better myself, Ray. You're exactly right. Well, here we go. Logan Turner now is getting his kickoff unit ready to go. 12 minutes on the clock. Ball is in the air. Second half is underway. Again, that's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. The receiver's going to bring it across the 15, and he is going to be nailed at the 16, they'll call it 17-yard line. Ray, did you get a number on that?
I was hoping it was. I hate that I didn't. Johnny Pike was there close. I'm not sure if he actually got it in there, but there were several defenders down there, and I really apologize for missing that.
Sophomore Johnny Pike. I think I saw J.T. Tomasco.
I saw Tomasco down there myself, too, yes.
So, all right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Conway. Ball spotted at their own 17-yard line. Ben Weiss going to be your quarterback, puts a man in motion. It's going to be
drag him out. Good,
nice job.
Oh, nice job.
Well, I was going to say jet sweep, but that's actually credited as a forward pass. He just kind of pitched it to him as he was coming across the formation. That was Bethune on the reception. Actually lost a yard on the play. Quickly, Conway back to the line. 2nd and 11. Boy, Bentonville now showing blitz. Now Conway rethinking their play right there. Weiss takes a snap, option play, and
nice job. Man.
Tell you what, that was just
Preston
excellent.
Jones in there and just ate that up. He was there
Excellent
almost for the reception of the ball or the handoff. Just a great job.
All right, so it's going to bring up 3rd and, they'll call it 11. 3rd and 11. Weiss now has got twin receivers both to the right and the left. That is Boogie Carr in the backfield in a pistol look. Weiss takes a snap, gives to Boogie Carr. Boogie Carr is going to be hit immediately. I'll tell you what, the Bentonville defense has come to play in this second half.
Steinspring was the first one there, and then Max Shreve was there to clean it up. And I'll tell you, all three of those plays,
so
did a great job.
-1, no gain, 1 yard gain. Wow, what a job by the Bentonville defense there. So it'll be Adrian Mejia will kick it away. He'll stand back at his own 4-yard line. Low snap. Mejia's having trouble with it. Mejia somehow gets it away, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the Wampus Cat 46. But I'll tell you what, Adrian Mejia averted a catastrophe right there. I'll tell you, it was a low snap. He kind of bobbled it, hit the ground again. Somehow he was able to pick that ball up and get it away. Wasn't a very good kick, but considering everything.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Looks like we're going to get it on about the 46-yard line. And the way that play was turning out, I'm sure Conway will accept that or take that.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Bentonville. Ball will be spotted at the Wampus Cat 46-yard line. Bentonville's going to put twin receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Josh Ficklin lined up behind Andrew Edwards. Edwards takes a snap. He rolls to his left. He's looking back to his right. He's going to throw deep to Chaz Nimrod. Wow. Touchdown, Bentonville. Touchdown, Bentonville.
Play. That was drawn up. You know that was drawn up right out of halftime. We got that play.
Ray, couldn't have said it any better myself right there.
There was no doubt.
You talked about the adjustments that this Bentonville coaching staff always make at halftime. And Edwards rolls to his left, looks back to his right, finds Chaz Nimrod on a deep post, all alone, hits him in stride.
Just great throw by Edwards, and Chaz to keep running and not give up on the play. That was exactly set up somehow out of that. They saw something somewhere.
Logan Turner's extra point kick is up, and it is good. And with 9:56 left to go in the third quarter, Bentonville 24, Conway 14. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get a 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Hey, we're back here in Conway, and Bentonville just takes a 24-14 lead over the Conway Wampus Cats. A great defensive stand by Bentonville on the opening possession of Conway here in the second half. And then a bad kick by Adrian Mejia. Bentonville takes advantage of the field position, and on the first play from scrimmage, Andrew Edwards to Chaz Nimrod for a 46-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, Chaz just blew right by his defender. I don't know if the defender bid on the play action or something, but was wide open.
Boy, look at that. Boy, that looked like it was going to get in the zone, but it's going to be taken at the 1. It's out to the 20, out to the 30. That is Jamal Bethune.
Logan Turner got in on the tackle. That's typically not a good thing to have your kicker get in on the tackle, but the way that was going, he was going to get gone for second.
I'll tell you what, Bethune right there took it from his own 1. He got it all the way out to the 32-yard line. It's a 31-yard return. Tell you, that one right there, I thought Turner was going to get that one in the end zone, but it dead ball tonight.
That's exactly what happened. I think the humidity's just slowing it down some, John.
Trip receivers to the right.
New quarterback.
Yeah, new quarterback for Conway. That's number 6. Boy, he's going to get across the 35, out across the 40.
That's number 1, Coach.
I'm sorry, number 1. That is Michael Hardaway. So Michael Hardaway coming in for Ben Weiss. Not sure if Weiss was shaken up in the last series or Conway just trying something a little new, but Michael Hardaway now the new signal caller for the Wampus Cats. He'll go out of an empty set, 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Hardaway's going to try to keep it up the middle. And, boy, you saw what I saw. Looks like, who was that for Bentonville, number 50? Yeah, Max Shreve coming in on that.
Nick Mendoza.
And Nick Mendoza looks like he almost took the handoff or took the ball away from him. So 3rd and 1. Now it's Weiss back in at quarterback under center. Weiss, I'll tell you what, he was hit. Quarterback sneak. He was hit immediately, stayed on his feet. And I think they'll probably give him a pretty good spot on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to call it a first down, not even going to call for a measurement. So Ben Weiss now back in the shotgun. Gibbs going to go to, is that Boogie Carr? No, that's Josh Bethune. Yeah, Bethune's going to take the ball across the 45. Big run. He just stayed on his feet.
Boy, he
kept his balance.
Kept him, that was a great run.
Conway running that tempo quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Tell you what, I think Conway's a little upset. The officials having trouble setting the ball. Trips left, single receiver to the right. Weiss looking over the defense. Weiss taking the snap. Give goes to Bethune. Bethune crosses the 45-yard line, inside the 45-yard line down to the 41. It'll be a pickup, about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Jonathan Anderson was in on that tackle.
Nick Mendoza checking out of the ball game. 2nd and they'll call it 6. Weiss takes the snap. Boogie Carr gets the ball, but he's hit immediately. I believe that's Keegan Steinspring right there, number 45 in the backfield.
I wasn't too sure if Boogie got the ball or Keegan. Again, he got through that backfield quick, got through that line.
Boy, Keegan is, whatever his read is, he is really devastating back there. So now this is a big 3rd down play. They gave him a pickup of a couple of yards. 3rd and 4 now. It's like Jamal Bethune lined up beside Ben Weiss. Weiss bobbles the ball, and Bethune picks it up. He's going to get inside the 40, but he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down and call it 4. Now they're going to, I'll tell you what, they're going to give him a pretty generous spot right there. So Conway, you got to watch here. Don't be drawn off. Weiss going to take the snap. He's going to throw to his left.
Picked it up.
Intercepted. He's at the 40. Inside the 40, down to the 35. Who was that?
36.
Number 36.
Zane Ochoa.
Zane Ochoa.
Just threw it right to him almost, John. It looked like. It was a great job. I think he underthrew his receiver. The receiver looked like he was open a little bit deeper and I don't even know if Zane broke on the ball or what, but great job by intercepting the ball, returning it down to about the 36-yard line.
Wow. Zane Ochoa getting the interception right there. Bentonville's going to have the ball at the Wampus Cat 36. Boy, I'll tell you what, you can hear the Bentonville faithful over here. What a great sound that is. Andrew Edwards will lead the team out onto the field. Got Chaz Nimrod single coverage over here on the left side. Josh Ficklin in the backfield. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin's trying to make some yards upfield. Ficklin's got some room. Ficklin at the 20, the 10. Ooh. Touchdown Bentonville. Josh Ficklin on a 36-yard scamper, and Bentonville will extend its lead 30-14. Oh my!
You know, kind of like Boogie for Conway. You know, he looked like he was down, and he just kept those feet moving, and all of a sudden that big old hole opened up.
Looked like Logan Turner. No, I'm sorry.
We got somebody. I mean, he's got a shoe or
kind of an equipment issue out there. Yeah.
He's trying to.
He's saying, I don't need a shoe.
I think he's the deep snapper.
Oh, well, maybe he does.
58. So we got Jackson Kaler. That's who that is.
All right. So here we go. Logan Turner to attempt the point after. Cade Foster to hold. Snap is back. Oh.
Ooh, that wasn't good at all.
Looks like it just kind of line drive. No good on the extra point. Well, Bentonville takes a 30-14 lead. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
And we're back here in Conway where the Bentonville Tigers have exploded for 13 points here in the opening part of this third quarter of play here in Conway. They've taken a 30-14 lead, and I'll tell you what, Ray, I'm not sure what was said in halftime in there, but boy, these Tigers have come out inspired.
They really have. They may have been playing a little tentative. I don't know exactly what it was, but they're just going after the ball right now.
Well, in these last two offensive and defense series, they are feeling it right now.
They're starting to get right now.
Okay, so Logan Turner now will get set to kick it away. We've got Jamal Bethune, and it looks like number 20 back deep to receive for the Wampus Cats, Bryce Bohannon. It is a short sky kick. Fair catch called for. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. And I think Bentonville may have recovered. Let's see.
We did.
And Bentonville's got the ball. Who got that one?
He won't come up. 39.
39 for Bentonville. That is
Luke Adams.
Nice Luke Adams on the fumble recovery. And I'll tell you what, it just went from bad to worse for the Conway Wampus Cats.
Well, you know that I mentioned earlier, John, about our coaching staff and how tight it has and how we haven't lost anybody. Well, we did pick up a new coach this year, and he's our special teams coach. And so I think he's trying a little bit different things right there.
Yeah, Coach Crane, I tell you what, just met him last week, a really super guy. Just so happy to be here in Bentonville. But he's coaching the special teams and the safeties. I'll tell you what, did a great job on that one right there. All right, Andrew Edwards now. Give goes to, is that Anderson?
That was 21.
Yeah, Sean Anderson on the carry. Anderson picking up some good yardage up the middle right there.
Great yardage on first down.
They'll give him about 5 on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Ball will be spotted at just inside the Wampus Cat 20-yard line. Cooper Smith's going to split out to the right. Got Chaz Nimrod split wide to the left. Sean Anderson lined up behind Edwards. 2 tight end set.
Coach, Drew Wright's our new quarterback.
Is that Drew? Yeah, that is Drew Wright. Drew Wright's looking to throw. He's throwing to the end zone. He was trying for Chaz Nimrod. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ray, you're exactly right. They slipped Drew Wright in there on this possession. Drew Wright, the junior quarterback here, saw him play in a JV game the other night. I'll tell you what, that's a guy that can sling the rock right there.
Well, and he played against the scrimmage against Harbor. Andrew was a little banged up, and they didn't want him to play. So he played that whole scrimmage and basically was a starting quarterback, and did a good job.
3rd and 5. Give goes to Sean Anderson. Anderson's going to pick up 1.5 yards. It's going to be short of the first down, and may see the leg of Logan Turner again. See, ball's going to be spotted just inside the 19-yard line. That would be a 36-yard attempt. Yeah, so Logan Turner's going to come on to attempt. Well, they say it's spotted on the 18, so that's going to be a 35-yard attempt. Ball's in the center of the field. Cade Foster to hold. Snap is back. Kick is up.
Boom.
And it's good. Boy, that would have been good from 55 right there. He put some leg into that one. Well, there you go, and Bentonville takes a 33-14 lead. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Welcome back to Conway, where the Bentonville Tigers now have had 3 possessions and 3 scores and have jumped out to a 33-14 lead.
And still 5:22 left in the third quarter, Mac.
Still a lot of game left to go. Now, while I love what's happening, you can't let your foot off the gas right here. We saw Conway scored 38 unanswered points last week against Fayetteville. I like our chances with our defense, but you can't get complacent, even though you just got to step on the gas.
Yeah, and like I said, they scored 38, and 21 of those they scored very quickly.
Logan Turner again, another sky kick, and that is going to be. Well, it didn't look like he put his knee down, but they
fair caught it anyway.
Okay, did a fair catch. Yeah, that was taken by number 10 of Conway, Nathan Moy, and Conway's going to start. Let's see where they spotted at their own 25-yard line.
I didn't think he caught it there, but
5 minutes, 21 seconds left to go. Third quarter play. Bentonville on top, 33-14. Once again, Michael Hardaway coming in to take the snaps. Hardaway's going to pass and throws it incomplete. Pass was intended for number 11, Boogie Carr, but that time Hardaway just he threw it in the ground, kind of skip past it to him. Ben Weiss now checking back in for the Wampus Cats at quarterback.
They're going,
Okay. So Conway's going to go trips left, single receiver out here to the right. Weiss going to take the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he is going to be pummeled. I'll tell you right now, the Bentonville Tigers, they're just smelling blood.
They
right
are
now.
wearing that offensive line out right now. They are. They're just.
And Ray, I'll go back to something you said at halftime. A human night, but you said not so sure it's not that Conway offensive line that's getting a little. They're looking worn down right now.
I mean, I don't know if that's what it is or not, John, but you're right. That's what it looks like.
Kind of interesting formation here. Got quad receivers lined up to the right, single receiver to the left. Somebody's covered right there. They have to be. Let's see. Pass is complete. That's Boogie Carr at the 33.
Jeez.
Boy, Boogie Carr catches the ball at the 32, but somehow is able to elude tacklers and get all the way out to the 38-yard line. Conway quickly to the line. Weiss taking the snap. And Jamal Bethune met immediately by a host of Tigers led by Colby Crawford and Keegan Steinspring.
Yeah, they were all right there. Joyce, Steinspring, Crawford, good job.
And they're going to give him 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Yeah, that was kind of an interesting formation. It kind of almost looked like quad to the right, a single receiver, but somebody's got to be covered up.
With 3 linemen, that did look a little weird.
Weiss fakes the give. Oh, no. I think that was Zane Ochoa.
It was. Ochoa right there.
Oh, and
my
he's
goodness.
hitting his helmet right there, knowing that could have been a 2-pick night.
That one was picked the other way, too, bud. That one was going to go. Oh.
Zane Ochoa getting a lot of action over there and almost had his 2nd pick of the night. But it brings up 3rd and 7. He's going to put Boogie Carr in motion to the left. Weiss takes a snap, looking to his right, and throws incomplete. Tell you what, number 8 that time, that is Ethan Estes, came up, and if he would have caught it, Ethan Estes was about to drill him. So it's going to bring up 4th and 7 now. Conway's got the ball in their own 41. They're going to send the punt unit out. Ray, you got to be careful right here. I know, Bentonville's got a 33-14 lead, but you got to think Keith Fimple feels this one kind of getting away. Could you see a fake right here, maybe?
I don't still a lot of time left, but I think.
Yeah. High snap. Punter does a good job. But low line drive kick. That's going to be taken by Cade Foster at the 26-yard line. And he cuts to his right, but he's met immediately and taken down at the 26. 3 minutes, 39 seconds left to go. Third quarter of play.
Yeah, I just don't think you can risk it right there, giving the Tigers the offensive momentum that they got right now, and you don't make it, and you end up giving the ball back at the 40. And I think that'd be a tough call. So.
You just got to wonder. Conway has not scored since the first quarter, and I know there's a lot of time left, 3:39 left to go in the third quarter, but you feel this one kind of slipping away. If Bentonville scores here. clock is not going to be a friend to the Conway Wampus Cats.
They did put Andrew Edwards back in at QB.
Edwards gives the ball to Fickle. Fickle, oh, big holes being opened up. Fickle across the 30, across the 35, gets out to the 37-yard line. It's a 11-yard pickup on the play. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 Tigers. Yeah, you can, I mean, honestly, Ray, you can see the Bentonville offensive line now just sort of imposing its will. Those holes are getting bigger and bigger. Trips out here to the field side. Edwards is going to keep the ball around the right side. And flag comes in at around the 42-yard line. And fortunately, Ray, that's usually going to signal a holding call. Edwards picked up about 4 or 5 yards on the play, but the way that flag comes in, that's
probably
always a holding.
Yep. Oh, they're going to give it back and then, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what the white hat is called right there. So that'll back the Tigers up 10 yards. They got Luke Wright over there at the tight end position. So that'll back the ball up to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's still first down, John, so, I mean.
Well, I'll tell you, and the Tigers have kind of figured something out in the deep passing game, so here we go. Edwards rolls to his left. He's looking to throw. He's got Chaz Nimrod there at the 40. Nimrod eluding some tacklers and fights his way up to the 43-yard line. And what a great play. Ray, I'll tell you, that's an incredible play for this reason. A lot of receivers, after catching that, would have just stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Chaz Nimrod fighting for those extra yards right there.
When he drew the pass, it looked like he kind of going to his right and it ends up throwing it, all the way across his body, the other side. And
exactly. That's a hard throw to make. Edwards now throws to his right on 2nd and 4, and pass was intended. That was for number 20, Cameron Prince. Prince just can't hang on to the ball, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the Bentonville 44-yard line. 2 minutes, 24 seconds. So I'll tell you what, Ray, you'd like to see Bentonville keep this drive alive right here. Boy, if they could keep this drive alive, put one more in, make it very, very difficult on the Wampus Cats. So it'll be Josh Ficklin in the backfield behind Edwards. Edwards now takes a snap. Hand goes to Ficklin. He's got a blocker in front of him. Ficklin breaks through across the 50s, down inside the 45, and Ficklin's going to make his way down to about the 41-yard line of the Wampus Cats. Boy, I did not see who that was on that offensive lineman, but he had a block. I wonder if that may have been Jackson Kaler from his center position.
It may have been the pull on that side.
I think it was, Ray. Jackson Kaler, if I'm not mistaken, came from his center position, pulled around and led blocked for Josh Ficklin.
John, you and I have watched a lot of Tiger football games, and we've seen some really, really good backs. But I'm telling you right now, that little sophomore is pretty good.
I tell you what, he has all the makings of a really special one. Edwards now going to keep it himself. He's trying to find his way across the 40. Andrew Edwards inside the 35, down across the 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Until he's run out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And, Andrew Edwards running the RPO to perfection right there.
Oh, and he's going to get a hold right there. He threw it.
There, so you see a flag that was thrown over there?
Yeah, he's right on the 30-yard line. He's holding it.
So
that official has called several.
Okay, so he's going to get Chaz Nimrod blocking downfield. Now, that'll be a spot of the foul penalty. Thrown at the 30, so it's going to be basically
gain
the same.
Of a yard.
Yeah, you gained one. So it'll be 1st and 9. How many times you get to say 1st and 9, right?
That doesn't happen very often.
Edwards fakes the snap, or fakes the handoff. Pass is out,
Cooper
complete
Smith.
to Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith breaks a tackle, and Cooper Smith gets down to the 23-yard line. Nice catch and
another good throw by Andrew.
Yeah, great throw by, had the play fake there and then got it out to Cooper Smith, hit him on the money, and Cooper Smith eluded the first tackler, picked up a couple of extra yards. Ball spotted at the 23 of the Wampus Cats. Minute 28, clock rolling, third quarter play.
Boy, you can just see the sheen of sweat on these guys while they're out there. It's humid.
Edwards rolls to his right. He's looking to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Cade Foster. Cade Foster catches it at the 10. Flips over to the defender. Gets inside the 10 down to around the 8-yard line. 18-yard line, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Inside the 20 down to the 18. I'm sorry. I wanted it to be the 10. The way these guys are going, it will be the 10 here in just a little bit.
They're moving the ball pretty good. And they, like our first possession, John, nice little mixture of a run, pass, just kind of keeping the defense off kilter there.
Empty set as Edwards takes a snap. He's going to run it to his right. He's got a little room, and Edwards is going to make his way out of bounds inside the 10. That's going to be first and goal for the Tigers.
You talked a second ago, about 1st and 9. It's 1st and 9 again, John. So that's twice we've said it.
There you go. Jackson Gilbert now checking in at his tight end position. Cade Foster checking out. Let's see. Sean Anderson's going to line up behind Edwards in the backfield. Edwards going to split 2 receivers out to the left. Edwards takes the snap. Give goes to Anderson. Anderson gets inside the 5. Anderson still on his feet. Holy
that offensive
cow.
line is just absolutely showing their muscle right now.
They sure are. And Sean Anderson showed some power running right there. He got hit at the 5, but just would not be denied. Got the ball all the way down inside the 1-yard line. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. Well, we played 3 here in Conway. Bentonville on top, 33-14. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
All right, we're back here in Conway where we're getting set to start the fourth quarter of play. Bentonville on top 33-14, and they are knocking on the door for another score.
Well, and just before that quarter, John, we talked about that offensive line. Fitzgerald, Styron, Kaler, Garrett, Street, Wright's been in there, Gilbert's been in there, and we're just absolutely doing a great job.
All right.
So Tigers breaking the huddle, coming out. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 1.
Andrew Edwards will have Sean Anderson behind him in the backfield. Cooper Smith will be split out to the right. It'll be Chaz Nimrod, the receiver, to the left. Edwards calling signals. He's going to give it to Sean Anderson. Anderson's in.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Bentonville. Sean Anderson on the 1-yard carry. And Bentonville extends its lead 39-14. Wow, what an explosion in the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. Tight ball game coming out of the first half, but Bentonville has just been on a tear. Once again, Logan Turner snaps back, kick is up, and it is good. And with 11:58 left to go in the ball game, Bentonville leads 40-14. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutobody.com.
We're back in Conway where the Bentonville Tigers have extended their lead 40-14 over the Conway Wampus Cats. Once again, like to thank our presenting sponsors for this season, Bob Morey Auto Body and Foster Roofing. Logan Turner getting set to kick it away. Another sky kick. It's going to be fair catch, fair caught, shall I say, at the 25-yard line, it looks like. Now they'll put it out at the 26, and that's where Conway will start their first possession of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and John, you mentioned, just before that last score or after that last score about the offensive explosion, but it's all been set up with that defense. I mean, the Conway just really hasn't got a whole lot going on this second half offensively, which has given the Tigers pretty good field position, and of course with the interception and just all facets of the game.
Ben Weiss now, he's looking to throw. He throws complete. That's number 20, Bryce Bohannon on a quick slant, and just like that, a big play for Conway. They're going to get it all the way out to the 47-yard line. So about a 20-yard pickup on the play there. Tell you what, the Wampus Cats, they've shown no signs of giving up yet. Weiss quickly, he gives the handoff. That one goes to, I believe that's Jamal Bethune, number 29. Bethune's going to pick up 2 yards on the play, 2 tough yards.
Cole Joyce came in.
I'll tell you what, the Bentonville defense, you said it right, they have just really figured out this Conway offense going into the second half. Conway quickly. Pass is complete. Screen
goodness.
out to the right. That's a number 10, Nathan Moyes.
Wow.
And Moyes was hit immediately. Actually, a loss on the play.
Yeah. We talk about, I kind of hate to call a kid out, but this receiver for Conway is huge and just didn't make a block.
Yeah, that's Jaden Williams. I mean, he is, I'll tell you, he's a load. In the first half, he was making some plays, but I think Conway's kind of gotten worn down.
Well, we were first. That's first. We were moving. That's illegal.
Yeah, I think. Okay, well, the pass is complete. Oh, the flag comes in. Colby Crawford.
Cramped.
Yeah, Colby Crawford looks like he may be a little cramped up, and he knew he caught some of the face mask. He's up, but it looked right before the play started. It looked like Conway's receivers went forward.
They did.
I mean, you can do that in Canadian football, but I didn't know you could do that here.
The old USFL, I think, was okay, but yeah, you're not allowed to move.
Yeah, Colby Crawford, he knew it. He feels bad about it. He's going to get called for the face mask, and so that's going to put the ball at the Bentonville 29-yard line. So after a big gain on the slant pass and after the penalty, Conway's got something a little going offensively. Weiss back to throw. He's looking to his right. He throws to big Jaden Williams. Yeah, number 89. It's complete. Caught it at the 12. Got down inside the 10.
Had good coverage on him, but
Absolutely.
he's just, that's just a big old kid.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Our defenders were right there with him, but way he positioned that big old body, it was.
Oh, we got a hold or something.
Oh, here we go. We're coming on back.
I missed that. Sorry.
Flag was thrown back at the 37-yard line. We were following the play, didn't see the flag, so.
That's in the backfield. Yeah, because their ball was on the 30 or the 20.
That's a 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That one should go back to the 47-yard line. Wow, that is a huge penalty.
Well, and we finally, I won't say finally got that call, but I think they've been holding quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think there's holding every play. You
well,
say
just
what you want.
just when Conway was starting to show a little sign of life right there, get backed up on the big penalty. Pressure coming off the edge for Bentonville. Boy, screen pass out to the right. That is complete. That is number 10, Nathan Moy.
Jonathan Anderson was in on the tackle.
Yeah. Tell you, we had pressure coming off the edge, but the play call they had, they just kind of threw it right over the pressure. So still second down and 28.
Official timeout.
Max Shreve now, number 34, checking in. Officials taking an official
Well,
timeout.
yeah, we got.
Looks like Zane
It's cramp.
Ochoa,
Yeah, got a
number
cramp, it looks
36.
like.
Kind of walking off a little slow. Oh, we've got an injury down.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Sports Network. All right, we're back here in Conway. Just had a Tiger shaking up on the play, but we're ready to resume play. Ben Weiss now throws out to his right. It's complete at the 30. Receivers inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Micah Mosby on the reception for Conway.
Well, we got another one cramping up.
Ethan Estes in on the tackle that time for Bentonville. Weiss now looks like he's option. He's going to keep it inside the 20, down inside the 15. And Ben Weiss going to pick first down. He's going to be down out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Looks like we've got another official timeout. Tell you what, warm evening, a lot of cramping going on. Number 8 now.
And our staff was a little, I don't want to say worried about that, but that was a concern, with us, this being our first game and all that, just.
Handoff goes to, that's Jamal Bethune, I believe. Bethune's going to be inside the 5, down to the 3.
Ty Riley in to clean up that tackle.
Looks like Ethan Estes now checking back into the ball game. All right, here we go. Second goal second down and 2. Give goes to Bethune. Bethune still on his feet, but he is going to be tackled short.
Oh, they blew the whistle.
Yeah, they blew the whistle, and then
he was still going.
Plunged forward.
He was still going. I'm not sure they should have blown the whistle.
That was Zane Ochoa in on the tackle that time. So they're going to call it 3rd and 1 at the 3.
Ball's at the 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for a 1st down.
Okay.
I don't want to say what I just saw, but I'm still seeing it.
Here we go. I think that's Boogie Carr. No, Nathan, I'm sorry, that is, Boogie Carr in for the score for Conway.
Sissy Log Cabin extraordinary 50th anniversary. Touchdown, Wampus Cat.
So Conway scores for the first time since the first quarter of play with 8:09 left to go in the ball game. It'll be Adrian Mejia on to attempt the point after. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. And with 8:09 left to go in the ball game, it's Bentonville 40, Conway 21. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the Bentonville Tiger football team on the Bentonville Sports Network. Welcome back to Conway, where the Wampus Cats get a touchdown with 8:09 left to go in the ball game. Their first score since the first quarter of play tonight. A Boogie Carr 2-yard touchdown run makes the score Bentonville 40, Conway 21. And, Ray, you were just saying something there. Took them how long to score?
Right at 4 minutes to score that ball. So we scored with 11:58 left. That's 8:09 left, so right at it.
So kickoff's going to be taken that time. Josh Ficklin on the return. He'll make his way out to the 20-yard line. That's where Bentonville will start this possession. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Conway was able to score, but you know the way this game's shaped up, they can't afford to take 4 minutes to score every time. So,
you talking about the clock, I think, John. I think right now that's one of our. We need to make sure that we try to eat up as much of it as we can right here on this possession.
So Drew Wright will come in to be the signal caller for the Tigers. He's going to have Josh Ficklin lined up behind him in the backfield. 2 tight ends. Give goes to Ficklin over the right side. Ficklin's got a little bit of a hole. Ficklin out over the 25.
Ooh.
And Ficklin makes his way up to the 29-yard line. Tell you what, Ficklin saw a little crease there, made a 9-yard gain out of it.
Almost reached out there a little bit trying to get a little extra, and I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Well, I saw exactly what you did there, Ray, and, you know, you got to love the competitiveness, but I'm sure
I'd
sure
take
the
a second and one a lot better than first and 10.
Coaches will coach him up on that, but I'll tell you, love the way that sophomore's running right now. Both backs, Sean Anderson, Josh Ficklin, both done a great job.
Well, and it's a testament to our line, John.
Absolutely.
They're just doing a great job and doing their job.
Drew right now. Give goes again to Ficklin. Ficklin makes his way. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet across the 40.
Wow.
Holy cow. Josh Ficklin hitting the hole hard, and we've got a Wampus cat down back at the 33-yard line. I'll tell you what, Ray, one thing I've heard about Josh Ficklin is how quickly he hits the hole, and he sure did show it right there. We've got an injury on the field. We're going to step away for just a second. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Sports Network.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing, serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah. Can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it.
All right, we're back here in Conway. I think it was Dearius Hayes shaking up on the play. He got back off the field on his own feet, so that was a good sign. Okay, it's going to be 1st and 10 Bentonville at their own 43-yard line. Drew Wright will be your quarterback. Six minutes, 54 seconds left to go in the ball game. Tell you what, Drew Wright just letting that clock roll. Wright's going to give the handoff to Ficklin. Ficklin crosses the 45, and Ficklin is is going to get out to the 49-yard line. Ray, we were just up here discussing in the break, kind of who Josh Ficklin reminds us of in the pantheon of Bentonville running backs. Well, he's got a little Preston Crawford. You even went back as far back as Anthony Blackman, and I'll tell you what, one thing's for sure, he's doing some good things tonight. This is going to be a special kid in the next couple of years.
Yeah, he's really, really making a good name for himself. And the thing that is Anderson's, kind of led the way, and so he's getting to come in.
That's right.
And just relieve a little bit of Anderson, and it's just it's fun to watch him play right now.
There he is again, crossing midfield down to the 47-yard line. Yeah, that's a good point. Sean Anderson, what a great job he's done, but both of those guys, this is what running backs do. They're going to be the first ones to credit that O-line. That O-line, I really believe in this third quarter has really started imposing their will on the Conway defense.
Yeah, they're just really getting their side of the ball's getting further than the defense. Defense is letting them get downfield a little bit more than the defense is not. They're just doing a good job of getting that push.
Conway playing everybody up. They know what's coming at him, and Ficklin running right into the heart of that defense. He's able to make the first down. He's going to make his way down to the 45-yard line. Conway right now, they've got everybody on the line. They've got everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. But, they're kind of just daring Bentonville to throw. But Bentonville's just content, hey, let's run the ball and let's run clock and get out of here.
The clock is Conway's enemy right now.
19-point lead.
The old rule of the game is you can't score without the ball. And so if you keep them from getting it.
So here we go. 1st and 10, Bentonville. Wright takes a snap. Hands to Johnny Pike. Johnny Pike across the 40, in the 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Johnny Pike down to the 5-yard line. And look there, the sophomore, Johnny Pike, gets his first varsity carry as a Bentonville Tiger and scampers. That's about a 40-yard pickup.
Boy, just a little sneaky sneak, it slipped.
Well, I have to tell you, Ray, I got an opportunity to coach that young man for several years in youth football, and you talking about some special guys. Number 24, when he gets out in open space, he can turn the Jets on.
Well, he just showed it right there. That was a great run.
So Johnny Pike will stay in the game. Looks like J.T. Tomesco is checked into the ball game as well, along with Nolan Jenkins. Drew Wright now takes the snap. Give goes to Pike. Pike up the middle. Pike still on. Oh, Pike got drilled at about the 3-yard line. They're going to give him 3 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd goal from the 3. Second goal for the Tigers at their 3-yard at the Wampus Cat 3-yard line.
Just hit that 4-minute mark left.
Yeah.
John, so
it's going to be a fun bus ride back for the Tigers tonight.
Staying socially distant, of course.
That's exactly right. And it looks like an official's blown a whistle, an official timeout. I'm not sure what the issue is. I think they're giving a sideline warning. That's it, yeah. Come on, guys. It's 40-21.
Yeah,
We're about to score. Let's go. Run the clock. Let's go.
These guys are just doing nothing but trying to coach their kids. It's not like they're in their way.
Okay, here we go. And that's going to be an offsides, a neutral zone infraction by the Wampus Cats. Half the distance. That'll mark it at the 1.5, so it'll be 2nd goal from the 1.5. Hey, Ray, while we got a second here, I just want to give a shout-out to our guy on the camera tonight, Josh McElroy. Josh McElroy running the camera tonight, and I tell you what, he's done a great job, and really appreciate having him down here.
We absolutely love those voluntold-type kids.
So here we go. 2nd goal, ball at the 1.5-yard line.
Wright's in no hurry.
Right. Give goes to Pike. Pike over the right side. Touchdown, Bentonville. Number 24, Johnny Pike, with his first touchdown as a Bentonville Tiger. What a night for Bentonville. I'll tell you what, Ray, it's first game, and I know these coaches, they'll break the film down, and there'll be all sorts of things that they'll have for these guys to work on. But I got to think the coach is going to have to be pretty pleased with the performance on both sides of the football tonight.
Absolutely. To take that opening kickoff and take it down and score right off the bat there, I thought we were in for a slugfest. Like, I think you even mentioned at one point is, it might be, who can hold serve. And during that second quarter and then that third quarter, Bentonville Tiger defense held serve and did not let Conway score.
Well, the extra point is up, and it's good, and Bentonville's on top 47-21. We'll step away for just a moment. You're watching Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
Since 1996, Bob Morey's Auto Body has worked hard at providing you the best all-around automotive collision repair. It is a pleasure getting to serve you Northwest Arkansas. With 14 service bays, we can handle large and small repairs along with auto glass replacement.
All right, we're back here in Conway, where Bentonville has just taken a 47-21 lead over the Wampus Cats. John McElroy, Ray Mayer here with you tonight. It's been a great night here in Conway. Good opening game for the Bentonville Tigers. Of course, kind of talking with some of the coaches, some of the players this week, particularly coach, you're always kind of unsure how your team's going to react in that first opening game, especially when you're playing a team that's already got a game under the belt, a big win last week for Conway. But, boy, these Bentonville Tigers have responded. It's obvious the coaches have prepared them well, and they're going to come away with a big win tonight.
Yeah, you worry coming down to Conway. You watched them play last week and how good they were.
Sky kick, but it's going to be fielded, and that is Jamal Bethune. He's going to bring the ball, kind of a scary return there for the Tigers. Looked like he was going to go for a lot more, but
Nick Stone came in there at the end and made the tackle.
Another sophomore, Nick Stone, coming in there making the play, and Conway will start their possession from the 36-yard line. Ben Weiss dropping back. He's looking to his right. He's looking. He's being pressured.
Get him, big boy.
He is going to be run out of bounds. That was number 35 for the Bentonville Tigers that finally ran him out of bounds. That's Donnie Thomas.
Well, and Trevor Martinez was putting the pressure on him. He was stumbling, bumbling, rumbling, trying to get him down.
Tell you what, big Trevor Martinez, another outstanding sophomore. He's
big
got
old
bright,
kid.
Bright future with Bentonville. Weiss looking to throw, looking to his left this time. It's going to be thrown incomplete. Pass was intended for Nathan Moy. Colby Crawford up quick to defend on that. I'll tell you, Moy's probably better off he didn't catch that. Colby Crawford was going to be all over him. 3 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the ball game. Bentonville in command, 47-21. Quad receivers. Weiss looking to throw. He's got Moy out at the 43-yard line, but he is tackled immediately.
Luke Adams.
By Luke Adams, number 39. It's going to bring up fourth down now. Fourth and call it 8 for the Wampus Cats.
You have to think that they're going for this.
No reason not. Well, let's see. Yeah,
no,
they're going to go. I think they're kind of resigned to the fact right now.
Well, that's tough to do as a coach, and I'm sure those players, it's tough. But
yeah. Official just kind of running back through the defense, kind of stumbled over a player. He hit pretty hard. And he's up, looks okay. I tell you, probably more embarrassed than anything.
Yeah, that's. He's going to.
Okay, now.
They're going to call timeout, I guess.
Yeah,
they did.
something.
Sure did. I think they called timeout.
So we got a timeout on the field. Let's go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Sports Network.
In this part of the country, it's a way of life. You're going about your day without a cloud in the sky. Then suddenly, you find yourself wondering how solid your home really is. With nearly 25 years of certified experience, let our team give you the same assurance on a stormy night that you feel on a clear afternoon. Before the downpour, before the leaks, call Foster Roofing. Serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley since 1994.
All right, welcome back. It's going to be 4th and 8 for the Wampus Cats, and they are showing punt formation. A little confusion there for a while what was going to happen, but coming out of the timeout, they're showing they're going to punt it away. Snap is back. Punt is a low end-over-end kick. JT Tomesco going to field it at his own 20. Tomesco gets out across the 30, and he's going to be tackled by a host of Wampus Cats at the Bentonville 25-yard line.
Pretty good job of fielding that one, John.
Yeah,
That ball,
it was.
that was one of those roller ones that looked like it was going to keep on rolling.
Tell you what, looked kind of like a shortstop out there. Well, once again, Ray, before we end here tonight, I do want to recognize our presenting sponsors for this season, Bob Morey Auto Body and Foster Roofing. Really thank them for their contributions. And I also would like to recognize our platinum sponsors, Northwest Health Systems and First National Bank of Northwest Arkansas. Big hats off to those guys. Really appreciate what you do for us. So Bentonville's going to take over. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the ball game. It's been all Bentonville in the second half. Let's see who. We got Drew Wright at quarterback. Looks like, is that Ficklin behind him?
No, 37.
37. We got a new running back there.
Chris Collier-Surley.
Chris Collier-Surley, okay. So Collier-Surley gets his first carry
Junior.
as a Tiger. Good to see some of these guys in action tonight.
There's a lot of white jerseys out there, John, so a lot of these kids are getting some of their looks first time as a Tiger.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I mean, what I mean by white, clean white jerseys. How about that?
Absolutely. So Collier-Surley behind Drew Wright in the backfield. Give goes again to Collier-Surley. Hits the hole quickly. He's going to, wow.
Still go on.
Still on his feet.
Got another yard or 2 yards out of it.
I thought he'd be stopped for about a yard or two, but he pushed his way out to the 31-yard line. It's going to be third down. Third and they'll call a long 3, maybe a short 4. Clock now under a minute to go in the ball game.
Rogers beat Stillwell, Oklahoma, John, tonight 42-7.
Wow. Rogers Mounties. 48 seconds. Tell you, Drew Wright going to let this play clock run down as far as possible. Takes a snap. He's going to give it, yeah. That time, Collier-Surley, he was met in the backfield. So we're inside of 25 seconds. Bentonville's going to just let this clock run out if Conway will let them. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. And as the clock winds under 10, the Bentonville Tigers are going to go to 1-0 on the season. The Conway Wampus Cats will fall to 1-1. Well, that's going to do it here from Conway, Arkansas. The Bentonville Tigers emerge victorious 47-21 over the Conway Wampus Cats. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we return, we'll wrap things up here from Conway, Arkansas. You're watching Bentonville Tiger football on the Bentonville Sports Network.
It was raining.
That teen was texting.
The deer was crossing. The guy was looking at his maps.
At Bob Morey's Auto Body, no matter the excuse, they'll fix it for you.
Look us up on the web, call or come by now. Make sure you pay attention. Watch out for that. Bob Morey's Auto Body. It's your car. It's your choice.
Choose wisely.
At BobMoreyAutoBody.com.
All right. Welcome back to Conway, Arkansas, where the Bentonville Tigers just picked up a season-opening victory against the Conway Wampus Cats by a final score of 47-21. Ray Mayer, we got to see a dominant performance tonight by the Bentonville Tigers.
Well, and I didn't know that we were going to see that, truthfully, John. I thought, it'd be a great football game, and it was. But after that first quarter, I should say, Conway scored their 14, and then they just went on a standstill for a long time, and that has to do with our defense. It was very, very dominant on the offensive side as well as the defensive side tonight.
Yeah, exactly. The game got started. Both offenses kind of traded scores there in that first quarter. It was knotted at 14, and then all of a sudden there was a scoring drought in the second quarter. Bentonville was able to get a field goal there at the end of the first half to take a 17-14 lead in at halftime. But, we weren't sure what was going to happen coming out in the third quarter based on what we'd seen. But whatever happened at halftime, Bentonville came out, played inspired in the third quarter, and just took the game over. And what a night for the Tigers.
Well, right out of halftime, we stopped them on 3 and out, and then they kind of bubbled the snap, got a punt off, and then we throw the bomb to Chaz. And this, right at 9:58 left in the third, we're up by 10, and it just kind of kept rolling from there.
Kind of snowballed from there. Well, Ray, I have to say thank you so much for joining us here. Had a lot of fun tonight. Anytime you want to stop by, we love having you here, and it's been a good time tonight.
I just love representing the Bentonville Tigers, John, and being next to you is just an absolute privilege.
Well, thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. And let's go ahead and wrap it up here from Conway tonight, where the Bentonville Tigers get a season-opening victory by a final score of 47-21. Join us again next week. We'll be coming to you from Kansas City as the Bentonville Tigers travel to play the Rockhurst High School out of Kansas City. That's going to do it for now. So long, everyone. Have a good evening.